Pokemon. You want me, you go on and on. I'm lightning, yo, I'm a Pikachu. Try to keep up, make me want you too. I'm out of sight, come try your best to be my type. If you could reach my fantasy, then this could be reality. Catch me like I'm a Pokemon. You want me, you go on and on. I'm lightning, yo, I'm a Pikachu. Try to keep up, make me want you too. I'm out of sight, come try your best to be my type. If you could reach my fantasy, then this could be reality.
You like a Pokemon, baby, you want me to catch you, huh? What you gonna do when I start coming at you, huh? You very mysterious lady, and you exactly my type. Yo, I'm gonna get you, baby, it's just a matter of time. Why you teasing me, you like to drive me crazy, huh? What's the reason, don't you wanna be my baby, huh? You the lightning, I'm the thunder, baby, recording the storm. You hiding from the hunter, I see you, shorty, it's on. I know you like me, but for now you just keeping it undercover. Like a balaclava, love inside this lava. You into me, give it to me, papa. It's not over till it's over,
I'm out of sight, come try your best to be my type. If you could reach my fantasy, then this could be reality. Catch me like I'm a Pokemon. You want me, you go on and on.
my thigh. Yo, I'm gonna get you, baby, it's just a matter of time. Why you teasing me? You like to drive me crazy, huh? What's the reason? Don't you wanna be my baby, huh? You the lightning, I'm the thunder, baby, recording the storm. You hiding from the hunter, I see you, shorty, it's on. I know you like me, but for now you just keeping it undercover. Like a balaclava, love inside this lava. You into me, give it to me, papa. It's not over till it's over,
Yo. Fuck.
Henry says, hey Randy. Downward dog GGO says, what even was that cringy ass shit ass lame? Taking a nap before waking up at 1:30 a.m. local Tom to screw verbal diarrhea. Henry says, how was training?
What training? No, he didn't schedule me for training yet. What's up, Seth? How you doing, Seth? Henry? Doggo. We're gonna walk around town. Burn some calories. I ate Chinese food today, unfortunately.
Henry says, so just the auto rental place.
No, I work until 12 normally on Tuesdays.
Henry says you eat Chinese food.
Yeah. So, I went to work like 2 hours of sleep. What's up? What's up, Mimi? So I went to work with 2 hours of sleep. First we got to walk around town. Get some air. So I went to work until 12. It's my half day usually on Tuesdays. Sometimes before, like a couple weeks ago, I used to do like, you know, do extra training for the news station, but they don't need me to do that anymore. I have to. I only have 2 hours of sleep, dude. What do you want me to do? Spend time cooking? I had no energy. And I went to work with like no energy. I had no choice.
Jimmy Opa says, whose fault is that? Henry Henry says, what kind of Chinese? Henry Henry says, sleep. Dude.
No, I did sleep. After I ate this, I passed out for like at least 5 or 6 hours. I don't know how long. I mean, I had no.
Dog GGO says, I wonder why. Jimmy Opa says, poor life decision.
I had therapy after I ate.
Says you weren't up late or anything.
No, I was up. Yeah, I was up late.
Restaurant says YouTube. M-E. It's okay.
On the speaker.
Says EU. Henry says that food has been there for 6 hours.
Not really. It's empty. It's just broccoli. It's usually undercooked broccoli.
MBCCR says, why did you only sleep 2 hours?
Not just so. I was doing some a stream last night with another streamer. That's it. I was on the stream between like 12 a.m. to like 4 a.m. So it's a 4-hour stream or so, give or take.
Henry says for 4 hours.
Yep. Let me read this before we leave, okay? You're.
MBCCR says OLMAO, I missed that.
That's okay. You didn't miss much. I'm pretty sure you would have wanted to see it anyways. I'm just speculating. I'm sorry. Your diligence in working hard will be your key to success. That's a good one. Take your time to relax, especially when you don't have time for it. That's true. And old dreams never die. They just get filed away. And that's why, people who get married or have a family, they file away their dreams, usually. Unless their dreams to have a family, obviously, it's a different story. Yeah, I had to look for my speaker.
Downward dog GGO says I can't.
I don't know where my speaker is. I really don't. Oh, there it is.
Auntie Henry says what kind of Chinese food?
Jiao Sao. Jiao Sao.
That is absolute bullshit.
Yeah, I know. We'll clean when we get back a little bit and tidy up. I just need to get outside and walk.
Ennui Henry says the worst kind of Chinese food.
What's the better kind? Chicken wings and pork rice? I know that's Bog's favorite. It was my favorite too back in the day. Hey.
Chef EJ says scene successfully switched to private.
How you be? Let's see. Before we leave, I want to make sure.
Ennui Henry says dumplings or something.
Dumplings? Are those better or worse? Is what you're saying? I do like dumplings, but I'm very picky with dumplings. I don't like when the pastry or whatever, the pasta to the dumplings too thick. It has to be just
Downward
right.
dog GGO says air fryer pork chops are my new jam.
Pork chops.
Rinson says just went for some kayaking. Ennui Henry says dude, General So is so unhealthy. Jimmy Opa says he said pasta.
Whatever. What is the thing called? Is it pastry? They put around the dumpling?
MR Peggy Hill says I love General So chicken.
I do. As well too. But we need to do our walk.
Rinson says dumpling skin.
Dumpling, what's that? Yeah, the dumpling skin, that's the one, yeah. So yeah, but we need to do our walk, chat. This is a healthy thing to do. I used to do this back
Ennui
last
Henry
year.
says heartbeat is 111.
Yeah, I'm saying it, yeah. So we need to do this as we usually do it and when it's warm out. It's a healthy thing to do, chat. And we can see around the town, dude. I mean, I don't like this town that much, honestly, but that's what we got for now until we sell the house and
MR Peggy Hill says how is therapy? Did you learn anything useful?
Not really.
Rinson says yes,
Just-
walks are good if we're unable to sing but still be able to talk.
Not really.
Ennui Henry says after eating that meal you need to walk miles.
Yes. I mean, I didn't.
Downward dog GGO says I love walking. I live in a 99% walk score neighborhood.
I didn't really learn much. Just like I think he's still like unraveling the whole thing of the situation and trying to understand the situation thoroughly.
Rinson says tie for the shout out.
No problem.
Restreambot says YouTube. M.E. When we bruh when we ca.
What? I have to mute chat for a little bit if I could say this point. So yeah, I went to therapy. I didn't really learn much because he's still like unraveling. This is the second session, and he's unraveling the situation as much as he can. So he's doing his best to doing that and understanding. He is experienced with content creators. Now I'm not sure about live streamers. He has had content creators as his client before, so he kind of understands a little bit of what I'm going through, like with his experience with his other content creator clients. So like he kind of understands a little bit. So like it is a little bit more helpful than your average therapist. So I do like him. He's cool. I think he's my age. I think I'm a little bit older. I think he's in his 40s. So I might I mean I kind of want to talk to like a female therapist, because they might give me a better idea, like trying to understand the female issues than like the male issues, I guess. I don't know if that makes a difference or not really, but I think it's perspective, you know? Perspective.
Chef EJ says scene successfully switched to live.
Different perspectives. Like maybe after like a year with this guy, I'll just transfer over to like a woman and see there's a different perspective.
MR Peggy Hill says, didn't you say a few days ago that you figured everything out and don't need any more therapy?
I
Henry
figured.
says, you said last week you're done with therapy.
No. I was joking, obviously.
Downward Dog
my
GTO
issue-
says, let's go to pizza
So,
joint.
my issue is not just obviously that situation. My issue is I get hyper focused and obsessed about like problem solving, fixing problems. That's the main core issue, obviously. And like in my brain, gets obsessed to like needing to figure out issues and fix issues. But I had this issue since I had these issues since I was like 13 years old, because I was given a computer. And I was starting to do tech support, on my, with my own computer, not with other people. I was, building machines at 13 years old. And basically that's the start of my obsession with like problem solving. And you guys, I don't know if you guys still think it's a joke. Like, if I'm given like a problem in front of me, I'll get obsessed with that problem and try to figure it out. Especially if it's beneficial to me at the end, if I fix the problem, So, for example, I used to be more well known in the IRL community because there's like small streamers. Their goal is to get bigger, right? And if I like them, I'll help them, like for free or whatever, help them get bigger. Whatever that is, like tech support, being active in their chat, moderating, channel editor, whatever the fuck, whatever they needed, I gave them to them. In order to like grow the channel. But that's the problem is growth. So I was solving the growth issue and I helped them grow the channel. I helped a couple, like probably like 6 or 7 streamers with growth, and I moderated for like 30 people. Like, what's envy?
Downward Dog GGO says, you suck up to the and give them money to be your friend.
Have a good night.
Yeah, go on.
Stuff. What? What's up? I don't suck up.
MR Peggy Hill
I'll
says
give
that your
money.
problem-solving skills are subpar. Having an obsession and being good at it are two totally different things. I hope you realize that. MBCZR says, I have a hot date.
Oh, okay.
MBCZR says, don't worry.
No, I'm not worrying. Good luck. Have fun. Problem solving or subpar. Have an obsession and being good at it. Yeah, I know. I get hyper focused on the wrong problems. That's my problem. It's ironic. I get obsessed for the wrong problems. The problems I get obsessed for is like the impossible or extremely difficult. So the more I feel like it's a challenge to solve a problem, the more I want to do
Henry
it.
says that's correct.
The more of a challenge it is. So for basically helping an IRL streamer grow from like 10 viewers to like 200, 300 viewers, you think that's easy? That's not easy. So that's a very, very challenging thing to do. And I get obsessed on helping that streamer to get to that level. And it might be a waste of time in the long run. But
Henry says you got fixated on this problem since April.
April? Oh, well, the problem was a different problem back in October. It's a different problem. It became a different problem in
Jimmy
April.
Opa says
Yes.
definitely a waste of time.
I don't know if it's a waste of time. The thing is, like, when I help these streamers get to that level, I get to enjoy seeing fast-moving chats, and they see me as the savior or whatever because I've been with the streamer since like early on.
Henry says I'm speaking to the problem of two people manipulating you.
Oh, that's a different problem. Yes, it's two different problems.
MR Peggy
Yes.
Hill says I think you should take a step back from Twitch. Henry says you said you got past her.
No, I did, but at that moment, it was that problem at that moment between October through end of March. That was one problem, and I was trying to resolve that problem and figure out that problem, but it was an impossible task, extremely difficult.
COGZ says when will you leave Twitch?
So I got
Henry says yes.
I got obsessed trying to fix that problem with that person, So, but it didn't work out. So obviously, I decided to end things, not them. But fuck it, dude.
Jimmy
I
Oba
digress.
says literally saying nothing of value cut. Downward Dog GGO says you aren't Bella Caroli and this isn't THU's gymnastics team. You overinflate your importance in these people's lives.
Who's that person? I don't know that person. I don't know who's Bella. I've been on Twitch for 8 years, obsessively. So I don't really watch any TV outside of Twitch. But yeah, I agree with Peggy. I need to take a little bit of a break from Twitch. I've been streaming a little bit less, not a lot less, but a little bit less. Like smaller hours or whatever. I would have streamed a lot more today, but I was too tired. Way too tired.
Downward Dog GGO says Bella Caroli was a women's gymnastics coach that made our program the best in the world when the USSR was always better.
Oh, okay.
Henri Henry says, so you got a lot of sleep.
I think I passed out after the therapy. I was starting to pass out during the therapy because I was in bed on my phone, using my phone as a camera because my cameras are all dead on the computer for some reason. Which we could, if you guys want, as for content, if you want it, we could do tech support and try to figure out why these cameras don't work. Like all my cameras don't work. It makes no sense.
Mommy Give Me Milk says you need to go back to the gym, then let gym make you feel good.
Yeah, I know.
One NCOGZ says the crackhead down the street is not a therapist, Andy.
No.
Jimmy Opa says tech support, Andy.
Yeah. Do you want to see tech support content? I could do that if you want. For some reason, my DSLR on the computer is not turning on anymore. That don't make sense. I had to figure out why. I mean, it's plugged in, yes.
One NCOGZ says as a former gym rat, the more you repress our feelings, the more they come back.
No, I know. That's why, you know, how it played out, what played out, you know.
One NCOGZ says he needs to embrace his feelings and inadequacies instead of hiding behind random delusions.
Delusions? What do you mean? But the thing is, like, everyone's saying delusions, but you get. I don't want to argue what is delusions. Like, you guys think there's delusions, but there's not. I'm extremely confident of my own personal experience of what I went through. I'm extremely confident. But since you guys weren't there, you call it delusion. Since you were not there, you know.
One NCOGZ says it starts with saying I am enough, I do love myself, and this is not giving me energy, but maybe next year. Mommy Give Me Milk says maybe try running IDK. Running makes me feel good, gives you peace for some time in the day.
I know, I do enjoy running on the treadmill.
One NCOGZ says running is good.
I know. I do miss the gym. I was trying to settle. Fuck you. I was trying to settle the.
NCOGZ says runner's high is amazing.
I was trying to settle.
Jimmy Oba says no milky.
I was trying to settle.
Break an ankle.
I was trying to settle the taxes issue, and then trying to settle this issue we had for the last few weeks or so.
One NCOGZ says why not aim to do a 5 kilometers run, Andy?
I can't just start that. I just have to.
Doug 714 says hi Jay.
I have to prep for that.
Downward Dog GGO says small PP syndrome. One NCOGZ says instead of banging on about the same girl.
What?
Mommy Give Me Milk says hi
I don't
Jimmy.
care about her, dude.
Henri Henry says you need to move on and go to the gym. Doug 714 says are you heading to the protest?
I did
One
move on. What
NCOGZ
protest?
says well you can
I'm not gonna walk to LA.
Jimmy Oba says how about you fix your busted car collecting dust issue?
I know, but just I wish I could put it on stream, but I can't. Because if it's not on stream, it's like less motivating. I know.
Jimmy
I shouldn't.
Oba says hi Milky.
I shouldn't depend on chat, but chat is a huge motivator. If I can't stream it, it's much more difficult for me to do whatever.
Downward Dog GGO says no. They are happying all over America on Saturday, bro.
Not here. This is a town of immigrants.
Downward Dog GGO says what kind of fucking newsman are you?
Well, I don't care what the
go
news.
to the gym.
I can't go to the gym right now. I have to be up at
Gannon
7.
Jenkins says time to protest.
I have to be up at 7.
NCOGZ says can't wait to go back to gym TBH.
Who, me or you? My chat is usually
Henri
dead.
Henry says damn.
I don't watch the news. I edit the news. I don't watch the news. Like when I have to listen to the news videos, I don't really care what you're saying, really.
Pick a day.
that's one of the reasons why. It's probably one of the reasons why I just don't really care to stay at the job.
Bot says YouTube. M.E. How many people in this chat are idiot red mag?
Ah, can you not make it about politics here? Emmy, no politics. Sometimes I touch on politics, but stay on that topic if I do talk about it. Like, there's immigrants here. There's a full town of immigrants. The chances of them choosing to put themselves out there in front of like cameras and stuff like that is unlikely. You know, in protesting about immigration, it's very unlikely. This is a blue collar town, you know.
Downward Dog GGO says you are going to have to cover this topic on Saturday. 100% guaranteed.
They're not gonna be out here. I wish they will. I mean, I doubt they will.
YouTube. M.E. I mean, he was mocking the protest.
No, I mean, was he? I don't know.
Red Stream Bot says YouTube.
What's up, Jake?
I don't condone destroying
It's
public
absolute
property.
dog shit.
No, of course not.
Downward Dog GGO says asked to do incognito interviews, maybe without camera off people.
No.
Ennui Henry says, but they may be out in Scranton.
Yeah, I don't have the option of like picking my stories, unfortunately. It's called the assignment desk. So the assignment desk person assigns me the
Jimmy
stories.
Opus says, fuck it, dude, just drive to Philly.
No, I work on Saturday and Sunday at the news station. I'll be around Wilkesboro.
NCOGZ says, were you gooning to Sam yesterday?
No, I was watching.
One NCOGZ says, I heard some noises.
What's it called? No, on weekends I do the news
One
station.
NCOGZ says, I looped that video and found some inconsistencies.
I have no idea. I mean, inconsistencies of what? What are you doing? We talk about it off stream if you want. One gug.
Downward Dog GGO says it's not an anti-ICE protest on Saturday, it's a No Kings protest.
I don't know what that means. My glasses suck. 1 more month until I get my contacts, apparently. Fucking bullshit. So there's a few options we could do when we get home. I'm not really hungry. I obviously got H&H food. We could do tech support. Or we could build a new auto or whatever, a new mod.
Says we don't live in a monarchy.
A new mod bot, whatever bot
Henry
mod.
says it's the president's birthday on Saturday and there's a military parade in DC.
Oh, okay. Oh. Hopefully that's it. What is the bot you use, Henry or Kuma uses? Like the advanced thing, the advanced bot, or whatever it's called. I don't know what the number called. I need to get that.
Ennui Henry says, and people are protesting.
Oh, okay.
Downward Dog GGO says, yeah, that too.
I need to get that bot.
Downward Dog GGO says, fucking goose Steppy-Punk. Red Stream Bot says, YouTube. M.E. It means Orange Man is trying to rule with an iron fist and evade the law of democracy as written in the Constitution. M.R. Peggy Hill says, why don't you do some research on renting and leasing ATMs?
No. I'd rather just buy a used one. If they rent it, then like, what if it's a contract for the rental? I mean, I have to look. I mean, I'll look into it, but if it's like a year contract, it's not worth it. I mean, I wouldn't rent it out to someone if I'm not gonna profit. You know, and I'll have like at least a minimum of a 6-month contract.
Downward Dog GGO says America Doens do military parades in case you ever noticed in our history.
Okay. Henry, what is the bot that he uses? I forgot. That I need to get. I need to learn it. Because there's certain things, I don't know if I don't know if I can figure out myself. What I want to do is like when people start typing in chat, the first 10 minutes they get bonus points, like extra bonus points, just for typing in chat, the first 10 minutes, and then the next, like the first 30 minutes of stream, they get bonus points too, but it's like a little bit less. It's more higher when the first 10 minutes.
M.R. Peggy Hill says
That's
you
what I
can
wanna
test
do.
out the market and see if it's really profitable or not. God, you're so bad at figuring stuff out.
Yeah, no.
Restreambot says YouTube. M.E. He wants to intimidate the people cause he's a massive boss.
Yeah, no. No, I understand Peggy Hill, but what if there's like a 6-month or 12-month contract? I mean, it's like I could potentially just lose that money entirely. You know? Potentially.
Jimmy Opus says, how about you work on the content instead of silly chat, Jim Max?
Gym Max. Well, Gym Max. What's Gym Max? Oh, gimmicks? No, it's not gimmicks. It's just...
Restreambot says YouTube. Chetty, you could be a handyman.
Oh, no. I'm a tech guy. I'm a handyman with tech. But I don't like spending so much time networking. I mean, I like networking, but online networking.
MR Peggy Hill says, so you rather wait 7 years to dip your toes in it.
Not 7 years.
Jim
It's
Olga says the
$1,300.
only handy he
No, espérate, Carolina. Yo le dije a Miguel, mira, yo me
It's only $1,300. I mean, granted, it's still a lot of money, but $1,300 for a used machine.
You love hanging around.
The hard part is having the cash up front. So what if I do the rental? I still need $2,000 in cash to put into a machine. You know what I mean? I don't have that kind of liquid. You know, $2,000 in cash.
Restreambot says YouTube. You could probably do it work.
IT work. Yeah. The thing is, like, when you do your own IT as your own freelancer or whatever, it takes a lot of time to like build a clientele. Like as a photographer, it took me 15 years to realize, well, this is not a good industry anymore, or ever gonna be, because like it's just a declining industry. But IT work is gonna be increasing, and it's gonna be growing, because as people are getting older, and the older they get, the less patient they'll be with tech stuff.
Restreambot
tech
says
issues.
YouTube. Don't do the ATM biz, it's too antiquated.
What does that mean?
CM_NYC_TV says finally a real IRL streams, not some BS.
What's up?
Restreambot says YouTube. I feel that.
The thing is that, cash is king for certain stuff, like shady businesses, if you know what I mean. Shady businesses. Not just, certain restaurants only take...
Henry says antiquated old idea.
The thing is that people use old money transferring methods for shady businesses. Or shady deals. And shady businesses in the dark web, or not the dark web, but the dark industry, or whatever, the crime world is king, no matter what.
Restreambot says YouTube. It means old-fashioned. Not enough people use ATMs anymore.
No, the thing is, like, there's certain businesses, especially around here. So this town's all immigrants.
Downward Dog GGO says shady rage.
So this town's all businesses. It's all immigration. Everyone's basically an immigrant here. So they don't want the government to see where they are. They don't want people tracking them, to use cash. A lot of these businesses as well is cash only, because they don't want the IRS to take a certain cut. They'll obviously report to the IRS. They're not going to report everything, if you know what I mean. So if it's cash only, it's a lot easier to control what the IRS sees. You know what I mean? That's why it's cash only, and it's called tax evasion. But it's still easy to trick the IRS with a tax only business. With a cash only business. It's not hard.
One NCOGZ says that's not how it works, lad. CM_NYC_TV says same shit again, not the ATM shit. Bogziller says cash only. Restreambot says YouTube. You should prove that before you get in over your head cut. Downward Dog GGO says cash only like cannoli. MR Peggy Hill says why do you talk to us like we're 5 years old?
No, the thing is, like,
Downward Dog GGO says cannoli.
It's my normal tone. That's the way I talk. So there's certain businesses. But tell me why they only take cash.
Downward Dog GGO says cannoli.
Can you tell me why they only take cash? It's just because. There's no reason why.
One says POS is used to funnel in real transactions, so the business looks legitimate. Then cash is used to fluff up the numbers, illegal proceeds.
There's multiple reasons. It's tax evasion and it's money laundering, usually.
Like a scientist, you gotta prove our theory.
So there's certain reasons.
GGO says it's condescending.
So there's certain reasons why there's a cash only business: tax evasion, and money laundering. I don't know any other reason why. Those are the only two reasons why they would be cash only, and they don't accept any cards at all. And especially if they have like an ATM inside their business, they're obviously getting a profit, an extra profit. If they own the ATM in their own business. It's like a normal thing here. Like a lot of these restaurants, all of them have ATMs in them, all of them, and especially because of the environment. The environment is like very, very like 90% at least. It's like immigrated people in the last 10 years. You know, they moved here recently.
CM_NYC_TV says, what is the attraction stuff can we see in PA? There nothing to see here. Bogziller says, how could you know that entire town is immigrants yet ICE doesn't? Where do you come up with all these misinformed opinions?
No,
If
if ICE comes here, they need like 1,000 or more agents. It's way too many people here. It's just too much. It's too big of an operation. I think not just that. It's like billion-dollar companies have distribution centers here. It would destroy the relationship that they have with the administration. So they won't come here. This is protected.
1,000 or more agents.
So this is a protected area because billion-dollar companies
NCOGZ
are
says,
here.
can we send you to Mexico? Bogziller says, sure honey. NCOGZ says we should keep all these people here.
Well, so no, you look up the town, Bog. You know the town. This town is like the #1 hotspot in the entire region of northeastern USA. It's #1 for a reason, because the cost of labor is the lowest in basically in the whole country actually. So it's the lowest, and it's like the biggest hub for blue collar work and like distribution, factory, and all that shit, manufacturing. It's the absolute lowest cost of labor, and that's why all these companies they build these factories around here, because like the cost, it's the absolute bottom level, ground level, low. It's the cheapest option, and it's most cost efficient for them. And it's cost efficient because the cost of labor is super low, you know?
Says, bro, this park is brand new. Downward Dog GGO says you should be streaming from here every day.
Why?
Bogziller says Andy is now an ICE and immigration expert. Stop it. Get some help. Michael Jordan boys. The real
Jordan.
Michael Jordan, not Michael B. Jordan.
You're funny.
Ennui Henry says ICE was in bumfuck Missouri.
Yeah, I know.
Bogziller says I didn't hear a single word you said. I wasn't paying attention.
Okay.
One
You want me to repeat it? I don't know.
NCOGZ says, do you think they killed Michael Jackson?
No.
Ennui Henry says you think they won't hit this area.
No, they will, but they're gonna warn their partners, which is
Restreambot says
the administration's partners.
M.E. Yea, cause Pennsylvania is a dull place, dreams go to die.
The whatchamacallit, it's they have partnerships with the administration. Administration is not
Bogziller
gonna
says,
step on
please
toes.
repeat, I had a puppy jumping on me.
I don't remember what I said, but I think I said because the administration has their partners, their donors in this area. The donors.
One NCOGZ
Hold
says
on,
Andy.
I have to mute it for a second. So because the billion-dollar companies, a lot of billion-dollar companies are putting their factories here, the manufacturing companies, distribution centers, like factories or whatever. Like it's a giant hub. It's like the biggest hub in like the northeastern of USA, at least, maybe in the whole country. And the cost of labor is the absolute lowest in the whole country, and that's why all these billion-dollar companies come here, because it's the absolute lowest of the lowest of the lowest cost of labor. And it's a ton of immigrants, and usually immigrants are the harder workers, but they're also the cheapest workers. You know what I mean? At the same time. So that's why it's a juicy area for these billion-dollar companies. They make giant profits, you know. And they're not the administration is not going to step on toes. They're not going to step on their donors' toes at all. It's going to just piss off the donors, and the donors are going to retaliate, and they're just going to lose money or whatever. I don't know, donations or whatever. And the administration still depends on donations, especially after the administration's done. They need that money. They need to keep coming after the administration is done. You know.
Run by knuckleheads. Restreambot says YouTube. M.E. Exactly why we should NT deport them. Restreambot says YouTube. M.E. Who is this BMX kid? Bogziller says how could possibly know that Andy? You need to get off of 4chan huh?
How do I know that? I live here.
Mr. Peggy Hill says I find it odd that you're always very confident about the shit you spew.
I mean, you can look it up. I mean,
Restreambot
there's
says
areas like,
YouTube.
it makes sense. I mean, I've been told by people who work here all the time. I talk to locals. Like, this is a huge hub for blue collar work, and the work is like super low cost.
Downward Dog GGO says this was a crappy disused space and now it's a park with benches.
How do you know? Do you remember? Do you remember the transformation? Was a crappy disused space. I think do you remember I streamed it before? Before it was nothing here. It was like a little mound of green and that's it. Now it's like this. It was years ago though. I think I streamed it. I don't remember.
Bogsiller says I've never seen you in 2 years speak to locals. Why you lying, Mufasa?
No, I talked to them off stream. Like not
MR
intentionally.
Peggy Hill says yeah, it's so low that they build iPhones there.
What?
Restreambot says YouTube. M.E. Andy, you should do morning ceremony yoga rituals in that grass patch and praise the sun in a banana hammock.
Unfortunately, I work in the
Mommy
mornings.
give me milk, says Mufasa. Jimmy Opa says excuse you, Bob. He talked to the taco truck guy once. Jimmy Opa says he asked for birria tacos.
Birria? Oh, should we get birria? Should we get birria? Should we get a birria taco? Should we walk a little bit over here? Should we get a birria?
Downward Dog GGO says it's called Center City Park.
Yes. I think so. I don't know. Make sure you cover my asses here. Like, I'm gonna get mugged here probably. My glasses keep falling
Henri
off.
Henry says the income in this area isn't the cheapest in the country.
Income.
Jimmy Ova
What?
says, can
Look,
we
cost
get
of
some
labor.
pizza?
Cost of labor, not income. Not lowest income, cost of labor for like the employers. That's why they build these factories, because the cost of labor is like the cheapest, and it's so juicy for them for profitability.
Jimmy Ova says, can we get some pizza? Henri Henry
you
says
buying?
same thing. Mommy give me milk says let's get some donuts.
You guys are buying? I mean, you gotta pay me to eat nasty. There's a
MR Peggy Hill says cost of labor is income OMG.
no, it's not.
Jimmy Ova says can you stop saying juicy? It's creepy. Restreambot says
Profitability.
YouTube.
It's juicy.
E
Well,
says our neighborhood that rocks.
I'm talking like as an entrepreneur, like, oh fucker. So I mean, not literal entrepreneur, but you know what I mean. Like, if something is very profitable, it's juicy. It's fresh meat. It's making me money in profitable levels. Net profit, yeah, it's very juicy. I want to eat it.
Restreambot says YouTube. M.E. Horridly ugly apartment buildings.
Yeah, I know.
Chickanook says an entrepreneur.
Technically, I am. Just because I'm not a successful one doesn't mean I'm not.
Henri Henry
What
says
is this?
cheaper than Kentucky or Kansas or Ohio. Restreambot says YouTube. M.E. Fuck American architecture is such a goddamn eyesore. MR Peggy Hill says how many auto manufacturers are there?
No, Auto's not here. That's in Michigan. We mostly deal with like Amazon here, and like similar companies like Michaels. Office Max used to be here, but I think they're out of business. Like mostly distribution, but I don't know about there's not the manufacturing and factory type of stuff. It's not that much here. It's mostly distribution. So all you need to do is just pack boxes or whatever.
says entrepreneurship is the creation or extraction of economic value in ways that generally entail beyond the minimal amount of risk.
I don't know. I know it's mostly distribution though. There's not that much manufacturing, but there's some manufacturing in the area. It's not that much. Like they do manufacture packaging here. Like they make bottles and stuff. Like plastic bottles and shit like that.
One NCOGV says, what value have you extracted? MR Peggy Hill says there's distribution everywhere.
Yeah, but there's a hub.
OMG.
There's a hub. The reason why it's a hub also is like we have two major interstates, 81 and 80, which is a big deal for manufacturers to make it more
Henri Henry
easier
says
to
he
travel.
thinks this place is cheaper than Ohio.
I don't
One
know.
NCOGV says entrepreneurship
I don't know anything
is
about
the
Ohio.
creation or extraction of
Ohio,
economic
I've
value
never
in
been there.
ways
I have
that
no
generally
interest- I have no
entail
interest in
beyond
going
the
there.
minimal amount of risk.
I have no interest in going there.
Henri
anyways.
Henry says are Kentucky.
I have no idea. The thing is that it depends where the cheapest labor is. If Kentucky's asking for more cost per hour, then yeah, it's going to cost cheaper over here because we're willing to work with lower.
Restreambot says YouTube. M.E. Extracted yo mama. Downward Dog GGO says it's full country here. Blue Appeal says is this New York?
That's a blue? No. I wish I sort of wish I was in New York, honestly. But because I'm working 2 jobs, it's like really difficult to travel more. I would have to get permission from both companies to travel.
MR Peggy Hill says, dude, you don't know jack about supply chain.
Huh? Supply chain. I mean, not the specific details now. My glasses keep falling off.
Louisville says next time you go to New York you gotta fight CM.
No, you gotta make sure, Blue, we're not talking about fighting nothing or anyone. Because Twitch
says entrepreneur.
Twitch is like very picky and very sensitive with like certain language. Michelangelo, I don't know what was the reason, but he got suspended for 7 days. Michelangelo, which I mean, I feel bad for the guy. I warned.
Louisville says I ain't know that rule.
No, I warned Michelangelo. Like, can you just chill on the violent language? I don't know if that was the reason why he got suspended for 7 days from the platform. But that's one speculation that he got suspended for that reason. Did he say the reason? I asked him in Discord. Let's check. Let me check. Did he responded? It's not loading. Can anyone check for me? It's not loading for me. Do I have my other phone with me? I do. Alright, did he respond? It wasn't violent language. It was a different stream for sexual comments. The streamer is okay with it, but I guess one of her viewers reported me. Lol. I mean, I feel bad for the guy.
Louisville says sexual.
Yeah, sexual. The thing is that it doesn't matter if the streamer is okay with whatever you guys are saying. Like, technically, if you guys break into TOS, that streamer, if they enable it or don't time you out or delete the comment, they're also responsible. They could get potentially suspended too if they don't moderate.
One
chat.
NCOGZ says the center of England seems to be a shithole Sag.
No,
Henry
like
Henry
London.
says he was chatting in Sam's chat until 5 a.m.
Who? Oh, him? Oh. Oof.
One NCOGZ says oh real especially la.
Huh? I like London. I like London. As a tourist. I don't know if I
Restreambot says YouTube. M.E. That guy can sip farts out my ass with a straw.
Okay.
MR Peggy Hill says auto manufacturing is not only in Michigan, it's also in Ms. O. Al. As. TN, etc., etc., etc.
What about Pennsylvania?
Chickenook says, but I don't exactly like the UK. I just live here, lol.
Oh, right.
One NCOGZ says is a shithole.
What? No, I guess it's a shithole. But to live there, yeah, I guess.
One
But-
NCOGZ says you asked if Islam and Muslim is the same thing.
I don't
Louisville
know.
says big
Is
dick
it the
up.
same thing? It's kind of like saying Christianity is the same thing as Catholicism. It's technically, it is the same thing, but it's not literally, not exactly the same, but it's some differences, I guess. Some differences.
One NCOGZ says Christianity.
Yeah. Christianity.
Restreambot says YouTube. M.E. Trust me, brother.
The problem with trust.
One NCOGZ says what in the fuck am I listening to? Restreambot says YouTube. M.E. NYC is a bigger shithole than London.
No, I think NYC. I mean, I would live there.
Restreambot says YouTube. M.E.
So,
Any city.
let's talk about trust. I need to figure out how to, like, how do I test, do I even test people? Do I test people on trust, or like, how do I even build trust with someone? Like, 'cause I'm obviously right now I'm at a level where trust is like really difficult right now. So it makes it very like lonely because I don't trust many people right now. There's like very probably less than 5 people in my hands right now I trust. A lot of people lost my trust in the last 3 months. A lot of people have lost my trust. So I need to figure out a way how to build trust and like really hone in on people who I can just talk to and not betray me or whatever, you know. I need to figure that out. Do you guys know how to like find people?
Restreambot says
Test.
YouTube. M-E-Y. Ennui Henry says Bob. Lady. Max. Milky.
No, don't guess. We're not gonna guess here.
Tikanuk says you need to work on that with a therapist. There is no testing of trust. Restreambot says YouTube. M-E. Cause of the situation. MR Peggy Hill says just give me $499 a month and you can see if I'm trustworthy or not. Mommy give me milk says trust these nuts in your mouth. One NCOGZ says I am in COD. Restreambot says YouTube. M-E. I would never betray Yuka. One NCOGZ says absolute shithole. Ennui Henry says no, I was saying the people you trust.
I'm not saying.
Restreambot says YouTube.
I'm not saying anyone like betrayed my trust. No, we're talking about Lady. I trust Lady 100%, but a lot of people lost my trust for sure. But the thing is, like, I mean, I don't know who exactly I lost trust from. I lost their trust. I mean, I lost trust in them. Like, for sure, betrayal happened a lot in the last like 4 months at least. That's for sure. So like trust in general, trust has been lost with a lot of people. It's like, I don't know. I think like I only go talk to like maybe a few people and that's it, you know? Like that's why the voice chats, like the off-stream voice chats are not really happening much anymore. I enjoy them, but like the issue is like everyone tells other people what was happening in that voice chat. It's like, can you guys not like tell everyone, you know, of what was talked about in like the voice chat and the group voice chats? Like y'all just share with everyone. But if it's like certain like not secret information and like not too personal, we could get back onto those voice chats, those group voice chats. I really like talking to y'all. I just have to be careful, just like not talk about too personal stuff. That's it. I have to be more regulated on what is spoken in those voice chats. It sucks because like I like to share a lot, like not of other people's business obviously, but of my own life. I'm an open book essentially, which could be a bad thing, but it could be also a good thing in a way, because I know it sucks to say this, but like I'm enabling parasocial community. I'm enabling it because you know I think it helps growth on the channel and keeps chat alive when there's some kind of parasocial, you know, just regulated, you know, a little bit. Yeah, I know what you mean. I mean, it just like betrayal. I got stabbed like a couple thousand times in the last few months. You know what I mean? It's just crazy. I'm still walking though. I'm still walking. Still streaming, even after being stabbed a couple of thousand times. Yeah. Leicester.
Ennui Henry says according to the overlay you hit the cheer goal and need to cook a turkey.
Oh fuck.
Restreambot says YouTube. 90 Gaming Andy is walking WTF.
Yeah, what's up, 90? Why are you not on Twitch?
One NCOGZ says the buildings were a lot nicer or right Ticken.
Wait, what, did I really hit it, Henry? Don't troll me. If I did, I'll just go buy it now. Might as well. I'm like near a giant.
Restreambot says YouTube. M-E. Yay. Ennui Henry says $109 and the goal was 100. Ennui Henry says yes. I'm not trolling.
Did we get it just now? Did someone donate? I didn't even realize it. Did we just get it? Did someone donate? Or like gave bits?
Tikanuk says hello 90 on YT. Ennui Henry says no before.
Before? I didn't realize it.
Restreambot says YouTube. 90 Gaming, cause I am drunk on YouTube.
Oh, you're drunk.
Henri
Okay.
Henry says probably from Ladies Cheer.
Okay.
Jimmy Opa says why you scamming?
I'm not scamming. We're walking to Giant right now to get it. I don't think they got the big boys. They got small boy turkeys over at the Giant. The big boys come out in November, so we have to get the small one or whatever they have. You know, it's gonna cost like $20 probably. I can't cook it tonight though. Can I? How long will it take to cook a turkey? Cook a turkey. Cook turkey. I think we should do it tomorrow.
Wrestling
I'll get it now,
says
though.
YouTube. 90 Gaming, I will come on Twitch.
Okay. Yeah, it's a different experience on Twitch.
One NCOGZ says British people are second tier in their own country. It's insane. Gladys Stiletto says law.
British people? Oh, don't say that.
Restreambot says YouTube. M.E. Another YouTube viewer.
Yeah, we have a few YouTube viewers here and there. A few.
Henri Henry says no one pays attention to that overlay.
I know, unfortunately. Yeah, I know. I mean, the thing is that I don't like having like a very flashy. I don't even like having an overlay at all. I want to have no overlay, but I still want people to know what's going on, like any donations or whatever. It's possible. People know about it.
Restreambot says YouTube. M.E. Yay because of Brexit. Henri
Brexit.
Henry says even you. 90 Gaming
know.
says who said British people.
Two. One cog. He's Polish though, but he lives in England. Polish man. He's a good-looking Polish man, right? One cog. I think 90's good-looking too, right? 90. 90 Gaming.
One NCOGZ says I have 2 passports.
Oh, you're a dual citizen.
90 Gaming says so not British.
He's not British now.
Bogziller says Gage.
Gage. Oh wait.
Chickanook says
Michelangelo.
imagine having an EU passport but living in the UK. One NCOGZ says not ethnically but British by heart, love me a Yorkie with milk.
Yorkie. Michelangelo was gonna donate for like me eating shit. You know.
Whimsical Quest 661 says swiper no swiping.
Newtons.
Henri Henry says lady sub.
Fig Newtons.
Henri Henry says where's your alert?
What? Where is my alert? Did she sub? Oh no.
Restreambot says
I gotta restart the Twitch app. I mean the other app. Stream Buddy.
Chickanook says my Tinder bio is in Spanish,
Oh, okay,
and says
okay.
British dude looking for Spanish senorita for EU passport.
I replayed it. Thanks for 20 months Prime.
90 Gaming
Damn,
says Chickanook
Jimmy,
is my
that's
lover.
some serious gourmet shit.
Lady Stiletto just resubscribed for 20 months.
Hell yeah.
Not like this.
20 months. 4 more months will be 2 years. Thank you.
Fucking delicious.
I know. Thank you. So we're gonna probably F a little bit in there. I'm gonna try to connect it to the personal hotspot right now. I'm gonna do dual. Holy mackerel!
90 Gaming just gifted 5 subs.
Hell yeah, dude. Thank you for if I
Restreambot
get
says
to do.
YouTube. M.E.
Hell yeah,
Fuck
love you,
yay.
90. Love
One
you, love you.
NCOGZ says Dane.
Much appreciated.
Gladys Stiletto says woo woo.
Yeah, do you want to spin that wheel? Do you
Restreambot
wanna
says
spin
YouTube.
that wheel?
M.E. GG.
GG.
Downward Dog GGO says are you smoking?
Me?
90
No.
Gaming says love you too.
How do no, he's not. He's
Downward Dog GGO
intoxicated.
says are you vaping?
I'm not vaping shit. No.
90 Gaming says it MF.
You don't scare the people. You can spin the wheel if you want to. You don't have to. Should we just spin it? Should we just spin it?
90 Gaming says I am not too wasted.
No, you're not too wasted. Lol. Should just spin it. Just out of curiosity. Just do it anyways. What's the scene? What was the scene? SS wheel.
Nighty Gaming says it. Cheppy J says scene successfully switched to wheel.
Is it not working? Alright, once we start cooking, it'll do it in the dark, apparently. For like however long.
Chickanook says respin then.
What do you mean, respin what?
Nighty Gaming says darkness.
Yeah, to do a dark stream. I don't know how long with a dark stream, but I think it's like 10 minutes or something. I don't know. I think it's like at least 10 minutes.
Cheppy J says scene successfully switched to live.
Yeah.
Restreambot says YouTube. M-E. Well, cool.
What are we buying? We're buying some
Restreambot
turkey.
says YouTube. M-E. Darkness.
Yeah, darkness. Let me get some grapes. Well, I'll get some other stuff for some hair anyways. Let me get some rotten. Oh wait, should we lower the speaker? Should get some rotten vegetables. I like rotten vegetables. I mean rotten fruit. Rotten fruit. I want water lemon. Ooh. I love cherries. I love cherries, chat. Don't you love cherries? They're so expensive though. $3.97 a pound. $3.97. What? Are we hyping? Are we a hype train? No, I think we're hype train. Shit. Water lemon. Water lemon. Water lemon. Why is it so expensive? What's up, stuff? That's nice. Did he paint his toenails yet? Did he paint his toenails? I know she's trolling. I don't think she actually talked to him. I still think he's missing. $6.32. Why is it so expensive? Why water lemon is so expensive now? Aim for cheer. Aim for cheer. Much appreciated. 100 bits. Oh yeah. Are we gonna keep hyping? Level 2? Level 3? What level are we at? I don't know. Like, StreamBuddy doesn't sell me shit. I want a real water lemon. I don't want pre-cut. Ooh. Okay. So is he just staying quiet or whatever? $4.99. $4.99. Yeah. Oh, I mean, I guess it's a good thing. He's only talking to you, I guess. He's not watching at all Twitch. Took a break from Twitch in general. Is he in love with you? No, I'm kidding. Huh? Stop. Which one's a good one? Any of these look good to you, chat? It's $4.99 each, which is not that bad actually. But these are small ones, and they're not huge. Like, well, how do you tell which one's good? I think it has to like have like a bright spot, right? A bright spot like that.
Downward dog GGO said Cheppy read the side of the big box the melons are in.
Pat them. Is it hollow? If it's hollow, it's good. Yeah, it's hollow. I feel like it's a vibration. If it's hollow, it's good, right? I don't know.
Andy, have you ever met Andy Milonakis?
Yeah, a couple of times.
Red Fremont says YouTube. M-E. Bottom left. Restream bot says YouTube.
It's pretty firm.
How firm it is. One NCOGZ says.
I hear the echo inside.
Land growth bullshit. One NCOGZ says literally all the same.
All the same, really? Remind me to get the coupon for it. I want to get cherries as well.
Restream bot says YouTube. THTS fucking awesome.
What's that fucking awesome? What? What's that? What's what? Oh, me? Me and Andy Manakis? That's cool. A couple of times. I met him at Japan. Met him at TwitchCon. I think I met him in New York City. I'm not too sure.
Restream bot says YouTube. I met him once I stream sniped in NYC.
Yeah, I think I don't remember if I sent him in New York City, honestly. I think I definitely sent him in Tokyo. I sent him in. I stumbled onto him during around TwitchCon. He was around. He was just walking around. Yeah, I love cherries. Cherries is my favorite. One of my favorite fruits. My favorite fruit is mango. The second favorite is cherries. Yeah, I was in Japan in 2019. I sniped Ice Poseidon. And I sniped Anima and Lacus. I sniped the Awkwards. When the Awkwards travel. Who else did I snipe? Kiara Kitty. I sniped so many streamers. They were there at the same time. So many of them, which is really weird. Yeah, I have a ton of laundry detergent. DBF. Jimmy, how much to eat one of these? $30 each? Is that a fair price? Habanero. Eat this whole thing raw. Habanero. $30. It's cheap. Yeah, I know. I mean, I'm pretty sure they're happier now. I mean, somewhat happier. I don't know. Different happiness. They moved on to be happier, having more stability in life, stability in income probably, I don't know. I know Jimmy's around, and I know he likes to eat spicy stuff. Habanero. Raw peppers is more spicy than like sauce, usually. Oh, what are we getting again? Turkey, right? Turkey.
Stiletto says get whole milk.
No, I can't. Ooh, it's only $1 for this. $1.51. Do we have potatoes in the house? I don't remember. We do, but we don't have Idaho. I shouldn't be eating potatoes. I love potatoes. Huh? You forgot these nuts. Right here? Talking about these? They're expensive, dude. These nuts are expensive. Doesn't even say the price. These nuts, got 'em. Got 'em. Baked green pea snacks.
Non-rotten avocados.
Non-rotted?
Mommy gives me milk says I got the big nuts for you.
Oh, really? What flavor? What flavor? They're very rare and expensive. How much are these? Jalapeno, avocado, $1 each. I'll get 2 because they go bad so fast.
Mommy gives me milk says chorizo flavored.
Chorizo flavored? Ew. They should sell them much cheaper. Dude, this is squishy. What is this? Passion fruit. Passion fruit. I had this once actually. These were actually pretty good. Anyone tried these before? They're expensive as fuck, but they're pretty good.
Gladys Stiletto says, do you have onions?
Yeah, I think. Wait, maybe? I don't really know. I kind of brought I regret buying a whole bag of onions because I don't use that much onions. I'll buy one onion. One small onion. Why is it so expensive? $2.49 for the white onions, but the yellow onions $1.39. It's a lot cheaper. Look at this small one. Ew. This one's better. Drink holder, yeah, drink holder, because people like to fill their bellies with a lot of sugar in this country. This country is addicted to sugar. Remember that. We don't have sugar taxes here, unlike the UK. We should have a sugar tax, but the thing is that corporations like to take advantage of people's weaknesses, which is like sugar. No. Sugar is an element to addiction.
Bob Phillips says you're addicted to sugar cuts.
Yeah, yeah.
Henry Henry says some cities do.
I am actually addicted to sugar. You're 100% correct. 1,000%. 1,000% correct. Hey, I'm constantly thinking about sugar. You're correct. I'm not even trolling, dude.
Gladys Coletto says or they could put their water bottle there.
Water, that's true. I guess. Or caffeine. We have a caffeine addiction in the U.S. I mean, I don't have a caffeine addiction, but I'm starting to love caffeine a lot.
One NCOGV said sugar is nice.
Especially when you have something like the energy drinks with like 300 milligrams of sugar. Caffeine.
Bob Filler says constantly thinking about sugar and these nuts. One NCOGV says Sag.
I have a caffeine addiction now.
Gladys Coletto says hush. Nothing wrong with coffee.
Talking about that's not true.
M.E. Sugar more addictive than heroin.
What? Not too sure. Heroin you can overdose. Sugar, you don't overdose. You just gain a lot of fat, basically, and eventually become diabetic.
Henry Henry says how much iced tea today.
I already bought iced tea already. It's already purchased. I want one of these actually. These are my favorite. Holy mackerel! Thank you. Thank you, lady. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Thank you for the 5 gifted subs. Thank you. Thank you, lady. I love you. Don't forget, chat. 5 gifted subs is 35% off. 35% off. 35% off. So you're saving a lot of money, chat. If you're gifting 5 gifted subs. Yummy, yummy. Gifty. Lol. We need to get a turkey. And I don't think it's how turkeys. Huh? Will spin again? I already owe darkness.
Checking the base that seems successfully switched to One NCOGZ says stop saying yummy, it makes me cringe.
Yummy. Spinny. Just spin more, and I'll say less. Just give 5 subs, and I'll say it less. One cup. Oh shit. Oh, this is gonna be interesting. I don't have my. I don't have my whatchamacallit. It's gonna be POV, okay, chat? It's gonna be POV. It's gonna be POV, okay? It's gonna be POV. It's gonna be POV.
One NCOG says after yesterday's rule session, no thanks. Red Streambot says YouTube. M.E. Red Streambot says YouTube. M.E. Yummy. One NCOGV says would rather keep saving for an MX5.
Alright.
One NCOGZ says he's cheating.
No, I did not. I actually did it, dude.
Says, I wonder what people passing by think.
No one's here. It's closed, basically. They close at 11 o'clock. They're about to close soon. Okay, let's get turkey. Are these turkeys or chickens? Oh, it's turkey. Young turkey breast. How much? $12.42.
NCOGZ says the 10 push-ups are not cringe, but the way he does them gives me feeling. One NCOGZ says it'd rather he do 3 good ones than whatever the fuck he does.
Jesus. I'm curious how much these cost. Yo, $46, dude. I'm not gonna buy a giant one. I got small ones. That's fine. This size is fine for me. I'll cook it tomorrow though.
Henry says $100 in bits and he buys a $12 turkey.
Yeah.
Gladys
I-
says your oven doesn't work. Why are you getting a turkey?
No, the oven upstairs does work. It works upstairs. But yeah.
Chicken Oop says Andy going to be eating leftover turkey for the next 27 days.
Yeah,
All
exactly.
left in the fridge for that time.
Yeah, I mean it's not gonna fit in the fridge. The other one. It's not gonna fit in the fridge.
One NCOGZ says don't worry, he'll cut the rot out of it.
He'll cut the rot out of it. What does that
Chicken
mean?
Oop says cut around the fur.
The fur? They don't have. It's furless. I would hope.
Gladys Stiletto says you have to freeze what you don't eat.
Oh, yeah, unfortunately. I hate freezing cooked food. I cooked meat. It's disgusting. It's disgusting. Yeah. I love bread, chat. I love bread. Bread is my best friend. Makes me happy. But sugar, pure sugar. Ooh. I did come here earlier, by the way, and I got myself a lotto ticket. Lotto ticket. Oh god. Bedtime again. 6 months to live. Oh my god. Is that real? Put the right phone number.
Chicken Oop says talking of sleep. 3 a.m.
Please follow the
CYA.
instructions on the pin pad.
Have a good night. Shout out Tekken, professional IRL, England streamer.
Your giant card is set. Touch the item.
Onion. 41 for now.
Weigh your Vidalia onions. Move your Vidalia onions
There we go.
to the bag. Place your item in the bagging area.
Oh. Giant.
Gladys Stiletto says she is bossy.
What? Cherries. Clip. What was the other thing? Oh yeah,
If you are
the
finished scanning, please touch Finish and Pay. Touch the item to purchase.
cherries. That's it, 40 there we go.
Weigh your cherries. Move your cherries to the bag.
Okay, what else we needed? This is water lemon. Water lemon, right chat? Water lemon? Water. Water lemon. Which one is which though?
Gladys Stiletto says water lemon.
Yeah, water lemon.
If you are finished scanning, please touch Finish and Pay.
What's your tip?
Insert coupon into spot into the blinking light. Touch the Continue button to... Please do a total name.
$4.99 each. That's the one.
Please select the or touch Return to scan Please follow the instructions on the pin pad. Help is required for this item.
Help is required for this item.
Please wait. Help is on the way. Your giant card has been accepted.
Hello?
Please continue scanning.
I guess it doesn't like this barcode.
Key in
I
item
guess so.
code, then touch enter.
Yeah, if that doesn't work, you always type in the
Watermelon
number.
quantity.
Thanks.
Place your watermelon
Is it,
in the bag.
I put the
Place your item
coupon in the app.
area.
It should be $4.99, right?
Yeah, so it should come up at the end. So just place
Okay.
it in the bagging area and then.
Okay.
God, I hate those checkout systems that tweet out every fucking detail of what you're doing so everyone can hear how much you paid and what you are buying. Fucking nightmare. Is that an acne?
I have some.
Key in item.
Okay.
Enter your item
Yeah.
quantity. To prevent damage, please do not place your item in bagging area.
You can move the chairs this side and put this in reference to it.
Place your item in the bagging area.
And the
To
cookie water
prevent
would go
damage,
through the wall
please do
and
not
create
place
mold.
your item
So
in
the
bagging
contractor
area.
told her to cut a hole to prevent mold. Instead of replacing the toilet, his mom told him when he takes a big dump to use a stick to break up the poop.
Your total is, please continue
You
scanning.
said for, what was it again, the watermelon?
Yeah, that one. Okay.
Yeah, so it's right there. It's
Okay.
already 8.
Restaurant
So
box
that's
says
the cherries, right? Oh,
N,
okay.
E.
No, that's for the watermelon. The cherries over here, they became, it took off 438.
You are finished scanning. Please touch finish and scan.
I want to take off the cherries.
Please select your
You don't want
payment.
the cherries?
Please
No,
continue
I'm
scanning.
trying to see which one's which. That was for that, right? Cherries, and that's for.
Yeah, so this is for the cherries right here, and then
Yeah.
this is the
Please
watermelon.
follow
It's
the
$8.99.
instructions.
It should be $4.99, right?
Please select your payment method.
I got clipped, let's see.
Return to scan more items.
Restaurant box says YouTube. N, E. Ha 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 ha.
I don't know how it works with the app and this.
Scan.
It should have came on.
Please select your payment method or touch return to scan more items or coupons. Please continue
It's
scanning.
supposed to be $4.99.
Restaurant box says YouTube. Once they installed the toilet
You know,
incorrectly
when
and
you
the cookie
do the
water would
coupons,
go
you
through
gotta
the
do
wall
that
and
is
create
24
mold.
hours.
So the contractor told her to cut a
Wow.
hole to prevent
Wow.
mold.
Select department.
Instead of replacing the
Sometimes it
toilet,
doesn't
his
work
mom.
30 minutes.
Ennui Henry said they
Insert
installed the
coupon
toilet
into slot
incorrectly
near
and
the
the
blinking
cookie water
light.
would go through the wall and create mold. So the contractor told her to cut a hole to prevent
Thank you.
mold. Instead of replacing the toilet, his
Scan
mom
coupon.
told him when he takes a big dump to use a stick to break up
Your
the poop.
total is 40.
Restaurant box
Please
says
wait.
YouTube.
System
N,
processing.
E.
Please follow the instructions on the pin pad.
90
Oh,
Gaming
actually,
says
well.
SKN mod in Anya.
I have to
One
walk.
NCOGZ says they installed the toilet incorrectly and the cookie water would go through the wall and create mold. So the contractor told her to cut a hole to prevent mold. Instead of replacing the toilet, his mom told him when he takes a big dump to use a stick to break up the poop. Henry Henry said he forgot he had to walk.
Yeah, I just realized I had to walk, yeah.
Gammon Jenkins said they installed the toilet
Unfortunately.
incorrectly and the cookie water would go through the wall and create mold. So the contractor told her to cut a hole to prevent mold. Instead of replacing the toilet, his mom told him when he takes a big dump to use a stick to break up the poop. One NCOGZ says great timing.
That's gonna hurt my arms when I get home. This is my workout
90
today.
Gaming says these nuts are heavy.
Yeah, they're gonna be very heavy. Have a good night. Have a good night. Yeah, I fucked up. It's gonna hurt my arms a lot. Should we an Uber? Should we Uber home? should we Uber home? I need to get a drink. I need to get a drink. This is gonna be painful.
Henri Henry says he totally forgot he has to walk.
Yeah, I did.
Nighty Gaming says drink 2 at least.
No. No.
Henri Henry says here comes the burp machine. Lattice Stiletto says, borrow the cart.
No. It's too far. There, trash right there.
Nighty Gaming says pussy.
No, it's not. No.
Gammon
it's not
Jenkins says our
alcoholic.
cart now.
It's not alcohol. It's just a malt. It's a malt drink, malt beverage. It's not an alcoholic beverage. I could take
Gladys
the.
Stiletto says return the water lemon.
No.
Nighty Gaming says pretend it is.
No. I guess it's pretend. No, it's too late now to pretend. You're right, Henry. You're 100% right. Okay,
Doug 714 says you're a paying customer.
What? I know. Yeah. Why?
Gladys Stiletto says stop that.
Stop what? My glasses keep falling off. It was just one burp. That's it.
Nighty Gaming says dirty bastard burping. Gammon Jenkins says dude just take the cart man.
No. If I take it, who's gonna bring it back? No, that's too far. It's like easily like a 20-minute, 30-minute walk. I didn't expect to walk down. I did not expect to walk down here today. It wasn't planned. Okay, but yeah, Henry, I really want to like set something up for like some mod, like the automod or whatever, through like the advanced mod system, or I don't know what's it called. I want to like have more chatters when I start stream. Like now it starts.
Doug 714 says the card is probably worth 20 on Facebook Marketplace.
Now when I start stream, it's just dead chat. I don't like having dead chat when I start streaming. I need a lively chat.
Gammon Jenkins says dude you deserve the cart man.
No, I need a lively chat when I go live. And if it's a dead chat, it makes me like a lot less motivated to go live. I mean, granted, people do eventually come in and they start talking.
Gammon Jenkins says you do.
But it takes like it takes like 20, 30 minutes sometimes to get a lively chat. That doesn't motivate me. Should I get an Uber?
Night game Warcraft, the true you.
I don't know. It's Warcraft is the moderator personality. This is me on Chuffy. Warcraft is the moderator of the IRL community.
Mommy Give Me Milk says your shitty intro music makes me not want to tune into the start.
And give me song requests or whatever. Send it. Post in Discord. I'll put
Gladys
it up.
Stiletto says get a cart. Bring it back tomorrow.
No, it's too much work.
Nighty Gaming says so same.
What?
Gammon Jenkins says same law.
What? Same what? Just give me songs.
MBCZR says what's going on.
I was walking around, decided to go shopping, and realized, oh, I walked to the store. Now I have to walk back with all these bags in my hands. I didn't realize that. So I did shopping.
Doug 714 says you could hide the groceries and pick them up tomorrow.
I did shopping unintentionally and forgot I had no car.
Gammon Jenkins says actual.
Yeah. I'm an idiot. It's gonna be a painful walk. Unless I take an Uber. Oh, fuck. And it's heavy stuff too. I have a water lemon. I have a turkey.
MBCZR says exclamation point speed dating.
Okay, thank you.
Gammon Jenkins says dude just take a break.
I just took a break.
Gammon Jenkins says we have all night. Nighty Gaming says make me mod. TRHE Automod sucks.
No. Automod is for a reason. Is to control chats. Ice a little bit. Durbo head. What? So sorry. I didn't mean that.
Gammon Jenkins says do bum a ride.
Fuck. I didn't mean to say that.
Nighty Gaming says I am not chat. IAA part of you.
You're a part of me. You're correct. My hand's gonna get fucked. Should I get an Uber?
MBCZR says I can't have you on speakers. This is scary.
Why? Where are you? Are you home?
Strawberry MLK says damn, you're weak as hell.
I am weak as hell.
Gladys Stiletto says become the new hitch. Gammon Jenkins says no Uber. Gammon Jenkins says just bum a ride for content.
No, no, no. Don't take me in the middle of nowhere and shoot me or something. You know, in a video game, you know? My arms hurt. We're only like a block away from the store. Lord.
Mommy give me milk, says Soy Boy.
Soy Boy. This is like... My glasses keep falling.
Nighty Gaming says let's go rob a store.
No, don't say
Secret
that.
Agent Jim Bob says WSG. Lattice Stiletto says you will be safe.
Safe? No.
Ennui Henry says how 6 packs do you have?
Huh? I don't have 6-pack. Lady, can you please remind me that I have my glasses in my pocket? It keeps falling off of my head. Just remind me to like not sit on them.
Gammon Jenkins says he'll come pick you up, King.
I put my glasses
Gammon
in my back
says
pocket.
I am on my way.
Okay, thank you.
Restreambot says YouTube. M.E. Ya Strawberry is a butch lifter.
What the fuck? Don't say that, please. Lady, can you remind me not to sit on my glasses when I get home? Cause I will sit on my glasses if I don't get a reminder.
Strawberry MLK says oh hell yeah I am. Lattice Stiletto says yes.
Huh?
Nighty Gaming says run now. Grab booze and run.
What? Grab
Mommy
booze
give
and
me milk says shut yo bitch ass up Milkwire.
Jesus.
Probably underscore WW3 says how do you feel about going into Sam's stream last night?
Oh.
I told you that you were getting snaked. Probably underscore WW3 says you didn't believe me.
I didn't get another drink.
Ennui Henry says how many Maltas do you have?
I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, a 10-pack. So I drink one. I want to drink
Strawberry
another right
MLK says Milk Prob don't even drink any milk. Meaning he weak as hell too. Restreambot says YouTube. M.E. Lol. Ennui Henry says 10 bottles.
now. Sorry.
Lattice Stiletto says that is why you can't carry those bags. Probably underscore
I ain't drink it all.
WW3 says you just got dogpiled and shit on for a second time.
Huh?
Restreambot says
Don't worry about
YouTube.
it.
M.E. You need a hobo stick.
Don't worry about it, probably. We good. We Gucci. Alright? We good. No worries, probably. We're good. Trust me. Trust me, dude. We're good.
Strawberry MLK says cause he got banned off Twitch again. Lol. Lattice Stiletto says sit there and drink all of the bottles and eat the water lemon.
No. Oh, it's getting heavy.
Probably underscore WW3 says trust you in what?
No, just-
Nighty Gaming says
Don't worry,
grab those
don't worry
fools
about
X.
Don't worry about it. 90. I mean, probably. It's okay. Very good.
Ennui Henry says 10 bottles, a water lemon, and a turkey.
8 bottles now. I drank 2 of them.
Strawberry MLK says lift while you walk. Get an extra workout in.
Yeah, I mean, we're just in all this groceries right now. Sorry.
Nighty Gaming says it's okay I am an alcoholic.
Oh. Fight the alcoholism.
Ennui Henry says and the cherries and the potatoes.
Yeah. Correct. I wish I had gloves. It's hurting my fingers.
Mommy give me milk says WW3 defended your ass so hard yesterday.
I know.
You should give him roadhead TBH.
I agree. 100%.
Gammon Jenkins says you got this king halfway there. Ennui Henry says WW3
halfway.
is your friend. Lattice Stiletto says the heaviest things you can buy law.
I know. No, I mean, I
Nighty Gaming
appreciate
says
it.
Twitch made me an alcoholic. Will sue Dan Clancy.
I appreciate it.
Replacement says WW3 defended your ass so hard yesterday.
I know.
You should give him roadhead TBH.
I agree. I appreciate anyone who defended me yesterday. Not that many people were defending me.
Ennui Henry says WW3 defended your ass so hard yesterday. You should give him roadhead TBH.
Let's just try not to talk about what happened yesterday, chat. It happened. I did not regret it. I got it off my chest. And that was it. Granted, yeah, I expected them to protect innocent woman, innocent Bob. But I expected it. All we could do is just move on, become way more successful than they are on Twitch. Eventually, we'll have 200, 300 viewers average, hopefully, and they'll come be jealous. Be jealous. Fuck them. Alright?
Replacement says, oh, he's still going on about this. See ya.
Later.
Heard the good news says, we got you, King. Gammon Jenkins says, who cares, man? Ennui Henry says, where's your sub alert?
Oh.
Gammon Jenkins says, get back to work. Gammon Jenkins says, let's get back home, King.
No.
Gladys Stiletto says, put some of the things in your bra.
Smack literally came at the wrong time. That was like the only time I mentioned about what happened last night. I was just basically just telling chat, let's not talk about what happened last night, and making a statement of what happened in a very basic sense, and that's it. He came literally at the wrong time. I wasn't talking about that for the last hour at all. I did not. I just made one statement. He came at the wrong time. That's it.
Heard the good news says, what happened last night?
I don't know. I'll put something.
Ennui Henry says, you got a gifted sub.
Oh, thank you. Thank you, 90 Gaming. Much appreciated. Who did you gift? Did you gift a random or a specific person?
Probably underscore WW3 says, I have no issue with the two people you're in a feud with. My issue is with other people jumping into my feud with them.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Probably underscore WW3 says, and pretending to be your friend or even neutral. Strawberry MLK says, I don't like Sam at all.
Oh, I like Sam. I like Sam. Don't worry. He's good. He's good. He's good. Oh, yeah.
Gammon
90
Jenkins says,
Gaming
dude, full
gifted
story, bro. Your
replacement to
groceries are getting
subscription.
warm.
90 Gaming gifted a tier 1 sub to replacement.
Hell yeah. Hell
They
yeah.
have given
Heard the good news
46
says, only we
gift
can mock
subs in
you.
the channel.
Thank you, Nighty. Much appreciated. Cement deserves a gift of sub. I agree.
Strawberry MLK says, dude is a hypocrite. He talked to you about banning me for instigating shit, yet platforms people talking about it again. Make it make sense, lol.
Don't worry about it. We're not gonna talk about. We're not gonna talk about it.
Ennui Henry says, I agree with Barry and WW3. Strawberry MLK says, he in that shit for cloud only, Cheppy.
It was my decision though to work with them. I mean, I wanted to work with another streamer, but I think they changed their mind last minute, which is fine. It's not a big deal. So, I think Sam did a good job.
Gammon Jenkins
He
says,
didn't do a
dude,
perfect
you are
job.
gonna be so strong after this hype thing.
He didn't do a perfect job.
Strawberry MLK says, yeah, maybe back out then. Ennui Henry says, your fault.
He didn't do a perfect job. He's still new, in my opinion, to streaming and this type of style of content. So, and like, you know, he's friends with them, so it's a more difficult situation. But he's trying to be friends with me as well. So
Ennui
it's even more
Henry
difficult.
says, too many times you were like he's on their side.
100%. Because like, it felt like he was just trying to protect them. And I know, and other people knew.
Gladys Stiletto says, drink another bottle.
No, thank you.
Heard the good news says, where are we going?
Home. We're carrying some groceries. I decided to walk outside because I need some air. And, you know, be healthy.
Gammon Jenkins says, dude, I have no idea about this drama. I just watched Cheppy, I don't care about the other side characters.
Okay, that's fine.
Heard the good news says, nice day for a walk.
God
Yeah,
damn,
Jimmy.
Jimmy. This some serious gourmet shit.
Nighty Gaming just
Oh, yeah.
Press
resubscribed for
2P says
9
I
months.
just
Hell
got
yeah.
here what
It's my
happened
9
with
month.
Sam.
So
Hell yeah.
you pregnant with our baby?
Hell
I
yeah.
call dibs on Chad for the name.
Do it. Do it. Yeah, but I decided to walk outside, and I didn't. And I decided to go to the grocery store to get the turkey. I decided to do some extra shopping, and I forgot I didn't have a car with me.
Heard the good news, says Cheffy Chad.
Yeah, I forgot I didn't have a car with me. No, I think Sam has a lot of potential to grow to a big streamer. That's why
Nighty Gaming, says Chad.
he has a lot of potential to grow like a really big streamer. And I decided to like mentor him a little bit here and there.
Strawberry MLK says Sam sucks big time.
Granted, he's not perfect. No one's perfect. And granted, the part of me doesn't trust him with those two people who manipulated the fuck out of me.
Gladys Stiletto says lol.
So yeah, I see a lot of potential
Super
in him.
Cajun says what are we up to?
I see a lot of potential in him, and you guys should give him a shot because I think he's a really good streamer. He has a lot of potential to grow into.
Heard the good news, says being mentored by Cheffy. I wouldn't trust him either. Strawberry MLK says he platformed them and then platformed you, going crazy about it, so how is that potential? Super Cajun says you were manipulated.
What's up, Cajun?
Restreambot says YouTube. Some of his skits are so bad though.
No, it's fine. He's learning, dude. I think he has a lot of potential.
Restreambot says YouTube. Lol, he's not funny at all sometimes.
Once he starts his
MR
own...
Peggy Hill says why do you feel like you're mentoring him and you're helping all these female streamers?
Once
You
he's-
awfully think high of yourself.
Once he's
Heard the good news, says I went to a Royals game tonight.
Once he starts his own
Gladys
dating
Stiletto
show,
says,
then
how far are you?
it's gonna be
Let
like
us
a lot
know
of
when to
potential
switch
and
to
growth.
privacy. Mommy Give Me Milk says you were manipulated again. Strawberry MLK says he has zero potential.
No, he doesn't. I think he's a lot of potential.
WH.
He has a lot of potential. It just...
Heard the good news, says I got to see Aaron Judge hit a home run.
Yeah. Just move on, chat. I mean, yeah. My statement is, yeah. Part of me doesn't trust him when he's really
Strawberry
close
MLK
with
says he is
the
annoying
enemy.
as hell. Sorry, but the truth hurts.
Yeah, he's really close with the
Super
enemy.
Cajun says who are we mentoring?
So that part of me doesn't
Henry
trust him,
Henry
but
says Andy. Barry is
as long as-
defending you.
as long as he
Gladys
grows
Stiletto
into
says
a
let
big
us know
streamer-
when to switch to privacy.
Oh, Jesus. Why are we gonna... Don't...
Henri Henry says
I have no idea
very
what you're
rarely
saying.
defends you. Doug 714
Nighty
says
Gaming
Serial
Oh.
married him for a
gifted
reason.
5 subs.
Mommy Give Me Milk says you should mod Barry for
Thank
that
you.
TBH.
No. Barry would never be a mod here. You know that. Thank you for... Can I get the subs?
Gladys
love you,
Stiletto
lady.
says woo woo.
Thank you, thank you. Much appreciated. Oh, wait, should do the oil?
Strawberry MLK says wow 90 with the 5 gifted.
Well, you gifted like 15 actually
Henri
today.
Henry says Andy. Barry is defending you. Chucky J says being successfully switched to Leo. Strawberry MLK says mod Barry. Probably underscore WW3 says mod Barry. Henri Henry says Barry rarely defends you. Henri
Yeah.
Henry says mod Barry. MR Peggy Hill says Andy thinks he's training and helping other streamers because he's been on Twitch for 8 years and is a Twitch expert with everything.
The thing is that Peggy Hill, you don't know this. The first 6 years on Twitch, I've mentored probably like 5 streamers, like very closely, like very, very closely. And yes, I helped them to gain an audience. I helped them grow a community. I'm not an inexperienced little bitch boy, you know what I mean? I know what I'm doing, especially in the IRL community, especially. Trust me, dude. It's a little different approach with me and someone, like some people who are more variety streamers. It's a very different approach. So, and especially now that I'm more of a streamer than a mentor. I was more mentoring before I was a streamer, actually. So, you can make fun of me all you guys like want. I don't give a shit. I know I'm confident at mentoring streamers in the IRL space. Push it as whatever narrative you want to do. I have the results. I've seen the results. I know what I'm fucking doing. I'm serious, dude.
ID Gaming says love ye at Chappy J.
Peggy Hill. The thing is, like, I could quit my job right now, all my jobs, and if he gave me at least $1,000 a month on top of expenses paid, right? If all my expenses are paid, I have $1,000 of content budget, right? Then yeah, you could watch me get 800 viewers on average within a year probably. And if you want to do that, you want to fund it and test me, let's do it. Let's do it. Thing is that I don't want to, because it's not my personality to do that. I prefer and enjoy doing behind the scenes more than in front of the camera. The front of the camera thing, I just want to do more of me. I don't want to do things that it's gonna appeal to an audience or appeal to an algorithm or appeal to like a trend or whatever. I'm just doing whatever the fuck I want. That's why I only have 30 viewers, you know? Like, if I was trying to appeal to an audience, you know, would I say offensive stuff? No, of course not. I'll be fake, you know? But I'm not fake, obviously. And I don't give a shit who I offend. Do you see me giving a shit if I offended people last night? No. I offended like over 100 viewers. Did I give a shit? No. I gave no shits. I was 100% honest with my opinions and my personal experience, and I gave 0 shits of offending anyone. I don't give a shit, you know? There we go.
Gladys Stiletto says, where is the bot?
The bot?
Strawberry
I don't know.
MLK says, take that down. Gladys Stiletto says, law.
I don't know. I think I forgot to
Heard
write
the
about.
good news says, Andy, will you mentor me?
I did offer you this already. Heard the Good News has a lot of potential of being a good RL streamer in Kansas City.
Super Cajun says, you don't have to impress me. You underscored you have to impress Jesus though. Downward Dog GGO says mostly it was a cell phone by digging a bigger and bigger fringe hole.
The thing is that
Doug
Doggo.
714 says, what's for dinner?
Doggo.
MR Peggy Hill says, I noticed another thing. You keep saying, trust me, and 100%. That doesn't mean that you're right or it's a fact. It's your point of view, but you seem to base your argument on a lot of.
Yeah, when I say I'm 100%.
100%.
Yeah, when I say trust me.
Facts in an attempt to prove your case or
No, when I say
influence
100% and trust me, it means I'm very confident.
As soon as I
I'm not.
hit the start
I don't lack
stream, I'll
confidence
hit
in
you
that
up. Doug
specific statement.
714 says you could be a talent agent. Night Gaming says Andy will help me first. Then we will see.
So, when I say trust me, 100%, that means I'm very, very confident in what I'm saying.
Super Cajun says give me this so I can be a successful mentored streamer.
Who said that? I don't have hands.
Gladys Stiletto says hee hee. Strawberry MLK says you have so much confidence in your non-existent knowledge which is dangerous in this world.
No, I think you completely dismissed my entire 8-year career
says that
on
you're often wrong,
Twitch.
You don't know it.
Or 8-year history on Twitch, which you don't know anything about, or most of this circle of this community don't know. Oh, some people know, not like, some people know about it, and some people witnessed it too. Like Henry, he knows what I'm talking about. Lady knows what I'm talking about a little bit about history. I'm not your normal Twitch viewer or Twitch mod.
Strawberry MLK says your 8-year career has amassed you 1K followers. Sorry if I don't trust those numbers.
Well,
Super Cajun says I've seen you around. Strawberry MLK says the statistics are in front of our faces.
no.
Henri Henry says lady knows more than me.
No.
Heard the good news says do I know what you're talking about?
No. You discovered me like a year or so ago, or a little bit over a year, I think. Some people in the chat know me ever since like 2020, 2021. Maybe some people know me in the chat from 2018. I think Orby is the one that's the longest, has been around since 2018. I know him. I've known him since I started on this platform. He's the longest. That's why I'm worried about him. And if he's not around, I'm worried. It's not normal that he's not around. He's literally the longest user I've known on this platform.
Heard the good news says known Cheffy for 7 years.
Yeah.
Dear God, I'd be worried about him too. Redstreambot says YouTube. M.E. Numbers don't really matter. Probably underscore WW3 says I am Orby now. Redstreambot says YouTube. M.E. Cheffy is known by many other streamers. MR Peggy Hill says WTF cares who knows you from IRL chat. OMG, this is why you need to get off Twitch. This is Twitch, not real life.
Oh, it's my real life because I've been
says Orby has all.
obsessed with Twitch since 2017. Oh, actually 2017, not 2018. I
Super
met
Cajun says Peggy makes a compelling argument.
my arms.
Red Streambot says YouTube. M.E. Strawberry MLK professional keyboard warrior. Red Streambot says YouTube. M.E. Bruh. Probably underscore WW3 says Peggy is here for you, Andy. Strawberry MLK says at least I am not a professional keyboard cocksucker.
Huh? What the hell? Don't fight, chat, please.
Super Cajun says I, too, am in limerence with the concept of Twitch.
And me, stop baiting, stop instigating. You both are fighting each other.
Heard the good news says watch out for the Amish gang. They roam these Pennsylvania streets at night.
Stop, Barry, stop. Emmy, I don't want to time you out. I would have one of the mods time you out. I'll have one of the mods time you out. Emmy, please don't, Emmy.
Probably underscore WW3 says free berry.
She's not timed out.
Probably underscore WW3 says mod berry.
She's not timed out. I just deleted a message.
Heard the good news says time out. Mommy give me milk says mod me so I can time out berry.
What? I'm not scared of timing her out, obviously.
Winty
She's been timed out a million
Winty.
times. Oh, thank you. What's up, Winty? I hope.
Super Cajun says mod me so I can unban everyone.
So like, this is clear the air, Winty, okay? Because everyone here doesn't trust you. We're not gonna mention shit. We're just gonna you assume you're not part of them, okay? Just be yourself, and that's it. Whatever relationship you have with them, it doesn't exist here. Just pretend. Just don't connect them to us. That's it, okay? We're just gonna treat you as a normal user, okay, Winty? All right. We're not gonna talk anything about the situation, all right? Winty is cool with me. I don't know anything about whatever they did with them, but for me, they're cool, all right? Chat. No, I'm just letting you know because we all know you're a moderator. That's why. All right.
The news says the subject was
I'm just making a statement.
He sensed this and immediately brought it back up again. Super Cajun says
We're just stating the fact. That's
it. We're not allowed
it.
to have personal connections in this stream.
No, just we don't want to think about it. That's
I met
it.
a real person today. Am I banned?
Huh? Yeah, I don't know.
Mr. Peggy Hill says fuck. I can say that many streamers know that I'm here for them, but do you think I put some absurd self-delirious importance on my Twitch life?
I don't know. What if I was paying you $4.99 a month?
Red Streambot says YouTube. M.E. The beef is literally so stupid, I can tell you. Winky says free ads.
We're not gonna talk about it anymore.
Stiletto says ads. Probably underscore WW3 says I wish Peggy was here for me.
Oh my god. My arms. Okay. How many months can lady, can you add a countdown command for TwitchCon? USA, San Diego, please, if you don't mind. I need some kind of motivation for the countdown of me losing weight, basically. Until TwitchCon again.
Good news says what did you get from the store?
Water, lemon, turkey, Malta beverage.
Henry says 4 months. Lattice Stiletto says okay.
Thank you.
Henry Henry says get down to 185 pounds.
What's the realistic number? Who here works out regularly? I know one cog, but I don't know if
Heard
he's
the
still
good news
around.
says nice selection.
What else did I get? I got a lot of heavy stuff.
Probably underscore WW3 says you need to get jacked before TwitchCon. Get on Roy.
No, thank you.
Henry says 200. One NCOGB says
200 again?
One NCOGB says what up?
Oh, it's at one cog. I'm at like one. I'm about like 110. I mean 210. Sorry, 210 pounds. Hey, what's a good goal that's healthy? That's not gonna like give me saggy skin within 4 months. Like should I aim for like 190 within 4 months?
Henry says, dude, you ate General Tso's chicken.
I did.
Red Streambot says YouTube. M.E. Waterlemon. Heard the good news says losing weight isn't a goal, it's a lifestyle.
I know.
Gammon Jenkins says when's TwitchCon grow?
No.
How tall are you?
I'm 5'7".
Says YouTube. M.E. Long walk Andy. Gammon Jenkins says, oh, 4 months, you could gain 20 more pounds by then, King.
I don't want to gain weight.
1NCOGZ says you're going to get skin sag no matter.
Really?
Restreambot says, YouTube. M.E. Andy, you know I am just defending Yuka. You don't need to time me out, I am just sticking up for you against these bullies.
No, I know. Don't worry about it.
Says, oh. 1NCOGZ says aim for 180. Crest2P says, what's your height?
5'7". So we need to lose, what, 20 pounds, 30 pounds in 4 months?
1NCOGZ says, I have stretch marks myself, it just happens when your body changes.
No, but I don't want saggy skin. It's saggy skin, I will have to get surgery. I don't want surgery though, you know? I'm already getting surgery in July. No more kids. Fuck them kids.
Ennui Henry says to get to 180 is 30 pounds.
Yeah, I know.
Ennui Henry says you know how hard that is.
Yeah, I know, but I don't want the hard part. I don't want the difficult thing. It's I don't want saggy skin.
NCOGZ says, well, you already did the damage, mate, or getting it.
I don't want saggy skin.
Ennui Henry says with your food intake.
I just don't want saggy skin. That's like the number one thing I want to avoid. Saggy skin. They have to get surgery.
Super Cajun says I got under 300 this month. 100 more pounds and I can try to ask someone out on a date.
I mean, you could still ask someone out on a date
says,
now
why are
if
you
you
getting
want.
surgery?
And surgery?
Mommy give me milk says Bit WW3 for defending you. Downward Dog GGO says shaggy skin. Heard the good news says start counting your macros every day.
I guess. Oh, I'm getting vasectomy in July. And they're gonna
1NCOGZ says saggy skin is a sign of you changing. It's a badge of honor, not a death sentence.
You know, for me, I don't want saggy skin.
WW3 for defending you.
No, I don't want people getting VIP anymore. Only people getting VIP are people or they're high.
Super Cajun says saggy skin is coming for us all. Age does it to us all. Gammon Jenkins says, dude, the vasectomy will help you lose like 10 to 15 pounds.
No, that's not. That's not.
S2P says, did you find out how much the surgery will cost?
No.
Gammon Jenkins says balls won't be holding sperm anymore.
Balls to the wall. They'll hold sperm. It's just not going to be active.
Heard the good news says vasectomy. You can't get men pregnant. S2P says have surgery to remove saggy
They're
skin.
gonna put me on under.
1NCOGZ says intermittent fasting, eat 6 to 8 hours a day.
They're gonna put me under, and I'm gonna be in OR because I have FUPA. I have a FUPA. I have a pouch. If I was skinnier, they would just do it in the office, like whatever. It'd be easier to just cut through. But because I have fat around my FUPA.
1NCOGZ says if hungry, eat yogurt.
So they have to put me to sleep.
Super says your balls are saggy skin. Will they remove it?
No.
Doug714 says, are you a transsexual?
No.
Gammon Jenkins says, dude, you got a big dick.
I wish.
Doug714 says, asking respectfully.
I wish I did.
Heard the good news says, damn, the doctors really roasted you like that.
I wish.
Crest2P says, what's FOPA?
FUPA? I think the fat in your crotch area, I think.
Crest2P says, fools. Crest2P says, FUPA.
Yeah, it's a fat in your crotch. Crotch. Crotchy fatty crotch. Crotch. Fatty crotch.
Downward Dog GGO says, FOPA.
FUPA.
Heard the good news says, fat upper pelvic area FUPA.
Yeah. FUPA.
Downward Dog GGO says perineum giblets.
Yeah.
Super Cajun says fatty crotch syndrome emote when. Totally _mega _poggers says fatty crotch gang.
Fatty crotch gang.
Downward Dog GGO says cockstacky. Downward Dog GGO says cockstacky.
Almost there. I'll let you know when they put me in privacy. Only like a couple of blocks or something.
Super Cajun says I don't understand why women wouldn't want to be in this stream. MR Peggy Hill says wouldn't it be difficult to get ABJ if one has a FOPA while sitting down and a steering wheel in front?
What? I mean, unless you're like well endowed, if you have like a little, if you have like a big penis or whatever.
Crest2P says I looked it up. FUPA is an acronym. Press 2P says FUPA is a slang acronym that stands for Fat Upper Pubic Area. Downward Dog GGO says don't sexualize my bratwurst.
What's
Heard
that?
the good news says Cheppy you can lose the weight, but I promise counting daily macros on everything you eat will help you discover what foods fill you up that won't get you fatter. And the opposite.
No, I understand. It's just like, I think because like,
Heard the good news says macros include counting carbs, fats, proteins, and calories.
I think because like, I work 7 days a week, like I eat really worse. The worst I eat is on the weekends. Like on weekdays I'm okay, I think, but I'm exhausted from like, it's like more
Super
physically.
Cajun says I wonder if I get an erection, if I can tuck it under my fupa.
On the weekday jobs, a weekday job is like a more physically demanding job, where I might eat a lot more than the weekends. For the weekends, I don't really sleep much. I get maybe 5 hours total for the whole weekend. So and I eat not the greatest as well on the weekend. I usually drink my energy drinks on weekends because I don't get that much sleep. I have to be dependent on energy drinks on the weekends. And my heart rate is like too high.
Press 2P says can they remove some fupa since they already there?
No.
Super Cajun says I applied for a third shift job, so my third job will be overnight. Screw sleep. Heard the good news says it doesn't matter, just start counting them. You don't need to make adjustments yet, just need to find out your baseline, and always get sugar-free energy drinks.
The thing is, like, the sugar-free, doesn't it have like forever cancer chemicals that make it sweeter? Isn't it worse than normal sugar? Those forever cancer chemicals?
Lattice Stiletto says I added the countdown.
Thank you. See, the thing is that when we get that advanced bot running, then Lady or other mods could add a countdown to the overlay. So you'd be able to add that same countdown to the overlay, which would be great. That'd be awesome.
Heard the good news says you know what's more dangerous for your health than those chemicals. Being fat.
Yeah. That's true. Sorry.
Press 2P says I think all the sugar substitutes have a strange aftertaste.
Sugar-free, yeah, sugar-free.
1NCOGZ says it's not what you eat, it's how much.
Yeah. I've been not shoveling that much recently.
Press 2P says drink water instead.
I haven't been shoveling recently that much, which is good. Yeah, but the thing is that when I drink water...
1NCOGZ says do you want it bad enough? Probably not.
No, I do. I might have to quit that weekend job to like have more balance in life, you know? Because my
Heard
life...
the good news says I think the sugar-coated teeth plaque aftertaste is worse.
My life has not been all that balanced in the last like 7 months, 8 months, honestly. It's been very, 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 very chaotic. Extreme roller coaster lifestyle right now, or last 7 months or so.
1NCOGZ says health is important, mate.
Yeah, I agree.
Press 2P says what's the weekend job?
A news station. I told you, Crest, before. We don't. You know my weekend job. I work for a news station.
Lattice Stiletto says I need to head to bed. Don't sit on your glasses.
Oh, what time
Heard
is
the
it?
good news says do either of your jobs offer overtime?
No, I mean, you can't get
NCOGZ
overtime.
says was it the manipulation that caused the weight gain you think?
Well, the manipulation, it's two different situations that happened. The weight gain started after whatever happened in Vegas in February. That's when my mind was losing itself, basically. And probably started gaining weight since then. Speculated. Lady, if you're still there, you can put me in privacy. Privacy? Hello?
1N It's an appetite suppressant.
Nicotine.
Cheffy J says scene successfully switched to private.
Thank you. Nicotine can be very addictive. It is a suppressant, but I don't want to be addicted to nicotine. That's the worst thing to happen. I'm already addicted to sugar.
Ennui Henry says heart attack warning. 9 times. Lattice stiletto. Ha. Heard the good news says that's okay. I gained 60 pounds without noticing in my 20s. I still have stretch marks. Downward Dog GGO says have you considered Ozempic?
No.
Lattice stiletto says lol. Ennui
want
Henry
Ozempic.
says heart attack warning.
Yep.
9 times. 1 NCOGZ says so you'd rather be addicted to food and gooning.
Well, the gooning thing, if I was a little bit, if I had a better tool size, I could be a really good porn star, or corn star, I mean. I could definitely goon all day. I have a lot of goon. It would definitely make me work out more too.
1 NCOGZ says I got stretch marks just from going 200 pounds to 180 to 175. It's just normal. Your body can heal if you take care of it.
No, I had stretch marks before. I know what you mean. I had like red stretch marks
Heard the
too.
good news says you should ask the doctor about penis-sized surgeries while you're high on anesthetic.
What? What kind of surgeries? Once you're high on anesthetic, I sleep. I have no idea what's going on.
Press 2P says maybe you can do the almost big enough porn.
Not really. My hands are fucked up. I got blisters? I'm getting blisters now.
Downward Dog GGO says pubic hair transplants.
What's that? Why add or remove pubic hair? Why transplant? What? Should I become naturally redhead down there? This is weird. I'll be a ginger.
Heard the good news says blisters. Oh no gym for a month.
Probably. I don't know. I don't know. I need to get gloves, like weightlifting gloves, probably. Weightlifting gloves. What would you recommend? Do you use weightlifting
Press
gloves?
2P says how's the car wash job going?
I'm tired of it now. Especially it's hot as fuck. It's like 80, 90. Once it gets that hot, I really hate my life. Well, once I sell the house, I'm gonna definitely be living in Thailand. That's for sure.
Heard the good news says no I'm weak. I don't need gloves.
But yeah, I'll sell the house eventually, and we will, as a team, as a community, we'll move to Thailand. It might change my hours, obviously, but hopefully y'all are gonna watch me anyways, right? It'll be weird if I move over there and have like no chat. Lol. I'm pretty sure I'll lose like half of the community.
Heard the good news says we.
Huh? Yeah, we. I mean, you can move with me if you want. Heard. You could get a
Press
condo.
2P says when you selling house.
I don't know. Probably in a couple of years, or like after the bubble burst. I don't know. It depends. Before I move, I want to like have some kind of like stability and some kind of passive income or something. If I could get that in the next couple of years, that'd be perfect, really. But definitely the AI app builders, once they become like efficient.
Heard the good news says let me amass my fortune first. Need to have a good budget.
Oh, okay. Once they have the AI app builders that's like working efficiently, then I can definitely build on top of my ideas.
Press 2P says went upstairs for passive income.
Oh, okay. But yeah, I'll get apps developed through the AI, and get that published and then marketed, and maybe I'll make some money from that. I
Press
don't know.
2P says rent.
Oh yeah, I know. That passive income from upstairs, though, I would have to either hire
Heard the good
management.
news says absolutely.
I would have to hire a management team or something to handle the house or something. I don't know. It's gonna be weird. Once I have people living upstairs again.
Press2P says 100% AI web builders won't happen because someone will still have to validate the code and fix bugs. Heard the good news, says Cheffy. I want to hear the story how you found that one guy that was on stream a couple nights ago.
Oh, I didn't find him. It was Prozac's friend that he found in the woods. I don't know how long ago. It was years ago he found him. I don't know the specific story. Prozac was drunk. He stumbled onto a homeless guy, and it was Doc. That's pretty much it, guys. I don't know the full story. Okay.
Heard the good news, says he found in the woods. Yeah, that checks out.
Yeah.
Downward Dog GGO says he found that guy in the wood.
Yeah.
Ennui Henry says heart attack warning. Minor RRRRRRR. Cheffy J says scene successfully switched to live.
Yeah, he's a minor.
1NCOGZ says what's a therapist?
Therapist is a professional who talks to you, help you find out what's the issue and figure it out, and figure out those solutions or whatever. I don't know.
Just contaminated the whole place!
I know.
Gladys Stiletto says don't sit on glasses.
Thank you. I'm already wearing them. Thank you.
1NCOGZ says what does your therapist think of you?
Well,
Heard the good news, says I know exactly where he was in Kansas City. I worked at the pizza place attached to the bar he said he panhandled out front of.
Oh, that's funny. See, that's why I told him to talk more about Kansas City. I knew you would like that story, probably. I don't know. But yeah. Where's my chat phone? I just had my chat phone. There it is. My therapist, I mean, he's new, so he doesn't know the. I gave him a TLDR of the situation, and then today I gave more of more details, I guess. So he's still trying to unravel the trauma. It is frozen. It's gonna take a while. Hopefully it's defrosted by tomorrow.
Heard the good news, says I enjoyed it. Someone definitely replaced him. Funny how that works.
Yeah.
Downward Dog GGO says watermelon, watermelon, watermelon.
Water lemon. Lemon, not melon. It's a lemon.
Downward Dog GGO says turkey. Put it in the sink, it will defrost faster.
Faster? Does it need water though? Does it need water?
Press2P says is the therapist expensive?
$25 copay. I have so many potatoes. I have a whole box of potatoes. Okay. Potatoes not healthy, chat. Healthy. Not healthy. See, I went earlier to Giant. I got some rolls so I can make egg sandwich
Heard
rolls.
the good news, says it's usually $1 per minute without a copay. Therapy didn't work for me, and that's okay.
I had therapy earlier in life. It's hit or miss.
Press2P says maybe you can start a therapist entrepreneur business.
No, I don't want to I don't have the money to hire these people, these licensed professionals. And I don't want to be a licensed professional either. What time is it? 11:21.
Crest2P says some kind of AI therapist for 0.50 cent a minute.
Oh, no, no, no. We should talk to Maya. Should we talk to Maya? Should we talk
Heard
to
the
Maya?
good news says yeah. The therapist made me realize what I didn't want to be. Dude was boring, so I guess it indirectly worked.
Indirectly. Should we leave this out overnight?
Crest2P says no license but have all the AI knowledge for 50% off.
Load. Should I just leave it out here and that's it? Like that? And it gets defrosted by itself? Or should I put it in the fridge? And it gets defrosted by itself in the fridge. I don't think it's gonna be defrosted by tomorrow night. 24 hours? In 24 hours? Should we eat this? I don't know if we should eat anything. I'm hungry though. That's for sure. I am hungry,
Heard the
chat.
good news says overnight. Maybe put it in the fridge. I'm not sure.
It's gonna get really
Crest2P
hot.
says call it. Cheffy talks with you.
Shrimpy talks. It's gonna get really hot tomorrow, I think, right? I didn't check the weather. I'm hungry, chat. I shouldn't eat properly. Oh
Dear
yeah.
Cheffy.
shit. What up, cuh? How you doing, cuh?
Heard the good news says Raiders. X Mikey 2020X says Artsy Rage.
Hell yeah, Archie Rage. We're eating some old ass
Heard the
food.
good news says Mikey.
Old ass food, chant.
Parsabal G says will you hit?
What? Shout out Archie. Hey, Mont. Hit what?
Parsabal G says me.
How you doing? Hey,
Heard
you?
the good
No.
news says oh for duck's sake. What is rat?
Some dessert thingy from like a Americanized.
Parsabal G
Mexican
says my
restaurant.
ass.
No, thank you. Raiders. Hope you had a good stream, Archie. Welcome, anyone. I'm more of a lifestyle streamer, lifestyle IRL. I'll do whatever. I'm mostly focused on eating food, cooking food, going to restaurants, sometimes travel. You know, sometimes go on dates on stream. Who knows? A lot of stuff.
X Mikey 2020X says HII Andy.
What?
Parsabal G says do you like dick?
Sometimes.
Heard the good news says yes he does.
Sometimes. What's up, Mackie? How you doing? It's not healthy, but I can't just toss this away.
Ennui Henry says Andy definitely getting close to his weight loss goal.
Yeah.
Parsabal G says you gay as fuck. Crest2P says I have an idea for content. Talk to an AI telling it about the stuff you tell your therapist and see how AI responds. Heard the good news says just guys being dudes. Probably underscore WW3 says stop staring my dick. I do not consent. Parsabal G says you addicted it. Crest2P says compare the two experiences.
Almost done. Tastes a lot better when it's crispy, when it's fresh.
Lattice Stiletto says sorry Crest my mistake. Heard the good news says how did you find the perfect watermelon? Crest2P says why auto mod deleting stuff.
No, don't worry about it.
Crest2P says okay.
Oh fuck this! I don't want to eat it anymore. Archie ended early, but I think he started early too, right?
Heard the good news says half the English dictionary is banned in this channel.
No. What about the Spanish dictionary?
Henri Henry says EBOY Journey Season 2 soon.
What? What? Oh, Season 2? I guess we should put that Season 2. Should he warm this up? I should warm it up, actually.
Press says let's try an AI as a therapist. See what it says. Heard the good news says Puda.
So I guess like every season is a new motivation.
Restreambot says YouTube. M.E. Heard the good news says nope Spanish dictionary seems okay. 1NCOGZ says Andy's got the modelos in. Lee Perrier says warm D's up.
Yeah. Wait, not 1 minute. 30 seconds. What's up, Lee? Warm D's. We got warm D's.
1NCOGZ says he wants to lose weight. How many beers?
I don't know. I can't just toss it. I tossed some away. Some old food. Leftovers. Yeah. Alright. So I guess every E-Boy season is gonna be, I guess, like a new heartbreak, I guess. Lord.
1NCOGZ says sort digestion out. Restream Hub says YouTube. M.E. Chefy, if you were a chef for profession you would get scolded for your kitchen hygiene.
I know.
Spende0 says bruh, is this a trap house?
Well,
1NCOGZ says drink kefir EU.
Hold up.
Restreambot says YouTube. M.E. You have the FDA up yo aska.
FDA?
Restreambot says YouTube. M.E. You need to declutter.
I know. I need to declutter. It's a lot of clutter. I agree. I left my freaking tripod on the table. Lord. Fuck.
1NCOGZ says this place needs burning and leveling.
No. Leveling and burning. You want to move in? Moncog? You want to save flick him up? I'm serious. Stay from off if you want.
1NCOGZ says fuck no. Henri Henry says so much food trash.
I know. Why not? Do you have like very high standards of living? Lord. My standards is very low.
Restreambot says YouTube. M.E. L now.
Okay. Time to get naked, chat. Who's with me?
1NCOGZ says I have a 1200 mattress I quite like.
This mattress cost probably $1,200 too, originally, 20 years ago.
One NCOGZ says it'd rather sleep in the same bed as Mats and get pegged than stay with you, Andy.
Really? You'd rather get pegged? Jesus Christ.
Downward Dog GGO says y'all got ripped off.
Y'all got ripped off for what? I mean the mattress? The mattress is very good quality. Sorry.
One NCOGZ says if it's that are staying near that mattress, brother, I pick that.
Lol. Lol.
One NCOGZ says drink kefir though it will help our digestion.
What is that? We don't have that here. Never heard of that before. Where is my channel? Oh shit. Oh,
one NCOGZ says any Eastern European or Balkan stores.
What's that? No.
One NCOGZ said should carry.
No, we don't have that.
NCOGZ
Far
says
away.
maybe even Turkish if you got those.
No, it has to be far away. Maybe in Scranton. Maybe on a weekend we could probably get it. When I'm in the weekend, I'm near like a more major city like Scranton. Scranton's kind of a major city, sort of. Small major city. Ugh. I need to pee. I need to shit. I need to do everything.
One NCOGZ says even yogurt would be fine.
I have yogurt. I have Greek yogurt. Vanilla. Did Nighty Game pass out? You go to bed. Where is my stream elements?
One NCOGZ says proper yogurt though.
What do you mean proper? Is it like a brand?
One NCOGZ says not the artificial crap.
Not artificial. It's like a 0 one. Not 0 calorie or whatever. 0 sugar. What the hell? Why is it doing this?
One NCOGZ says just normal Greek yogurt mate.
Normal Greek yogurt.
One NCOGZ says that zero stuff is killing you.
What?
One NCOGZ says just eat normal proper food FFS.
What's normal proper food? Oh. Normal proper food? FFS. For fuck's sake. Alright, updated that. What's the next cheer goal we should do? Chat. Any ideas? What the next cheer goal? Cheer goal. Cheer goal. Cheer
One
goal.
NCOGZ says you can eat like shit, just need to take care of our gut health.
By eating yogurt. Let's see. I'm curious. Oh, wrong one. Cereal's not on. I was curious if cereal's on or not. I'm not reading out now, but I'm gonna read out probably in a half hour or so. And like I'm seeing, wait, cereal's on, but not on though. Oh, she just went offline. She just went offline. Just now. That's why it's confusing. Who would I raid? I'm curious who's on. I know Plax is on. Plax is just watching YouTube. YouTube watching.
Henry Henry says, what did work say about your haircut?
Well, the ones who actually gave a shit about, I guess gave a shit about me, sort of, in a way, is the car detailing one, because it's full time.
says YouTube. M.E. The hair looking good cut.
Thank you.
Henry Henry says, grab me deep.
What do you mean grab me? What do you mean grab him? He doesn't even follow me. I rate him sometimes, but like he doesn't give a shit. We're not. We don't have beef, but we're just not.
Henry Henry says, raid me deep.
We don't have beef, but we're just like not in the same circle anymore, basically.
Henry Henry says, raid nest.
What is he doing? Is he eating something?
Henry Henry says he has 600 viewers.
No. I didn't need my raid. Are you doing portrait content again? Oh,
Henry Henry says, dude, the protest stuff.
Yeah, I know. It's so messy. Fuck. I made a huge mess. I just vacuumed here too. Should we do a redeem to kiss the Buddha? Or is that disrespectful? I don't know anything about Buddhism. Should I do like a redeem where I kiss him or kiss her or whatever gender it is? Does it have a gender, Buddha? There's too much rice in here. It's too old, I think. Was Archie doing protest content too? I'm gonna throw it away. It's terrible right now.
Restreambot says YouTube. M.E. Where is Buddha?
Meow.
Salem? Where are you, Salem? I miss Salem. Salem.
Meow, 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 meow.
Yeah.
Meow, 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 meow.
Do you miss Salem, chat? Oh my god. I miss him. He's like the best cat humans could have. If I had a chance to clone him, I will. I have his ashes. Could I get DNA from ashes? You think? Do you think it's possible? Oh, should I ask the ChatGPT?
Henry Henry said, so people at first noticed your hair.
Not at first,
Restreambot
but
said,
it was a
YouTube.
tough.
M.E.
It was busy at work.
That's gonna make me cry,
Do you remember? Do you remember the cat I had?
Restreambot says YouTube. M.E. May your kitty rest in peace.
Yeah, Sam. I don't know if you've known him. Sam.
Restreambot says YouTube. M.E.
Heart. ChatGPT. I'm curious. Is it possible to extract DNA data from ashes? Oh, it's extremely difficult and often not possible. But under very specific and rare circumstances, partial DNA profiles might be recoverable from ashes. Interesting.
Restreambot says YouTube. M.E. Never saw him, no.
Yeah, he was amazing. Everyone's going to bed. I see people are leaving. Y'all leaving. Is it bedtime for y'all as well? I don't know if I'm sleeping, honestly. I might sleep a little bit later than usual. I might actually game. Should I do a gaming stream? I don't really know. I'm thinking about it. Like some Valorant or the single player game, Last of Us. I'm thinking about it. Oh, I need to blow my nose or something. Free salami? Oh, the word free is blocked, by the way, doggo. Because people like to do hashtag free. Whoever's, timed out. Gets really annoying. Alright, so chat is dying out. It looks like a lot of people are going to bed. So I'm going to raid myself into the channel and play whatever game.
Restreambot says YouTube. M.E. Yes. Restreambot says YouTube. M.E. On YouTube.
Guess what? I forgot what the question. Sorry. Alright. Where is my restream? There it is. Alright, anyone on YouTube, if you're on YouTube, follow me on Twitch. Warcraft_Andy. I'm gonna play games, okay? On Twitch. It's a Twitch only thing, because I don't really care about the VODs, honestly. Alright. Join my Discord, por favor. We'll see. Everything's on Discord, okay? I'm shutting off the YouTube net right now, and I'm gonna go live.
Henry Henry says, what if you're timed out?
What do you mean timed out? Timed out for what?
Henry Henry says they're suspended.
What do you mean? Why am I suspended on Warcraft? I didn't get any emails. Did you check? Why would I be suspended?
Henry Henry says no.
What do you mean? I have no idea. No.
Henry Henry says like the YouTube chatters.
Oh, you can still watch on Incognito. And you don't even have to eat that. You don't even need Incognito. You just watch. That's it. You know. You can still watch. I need to poo so bad. There we go. Twitch. Warcraft. Alright. I lost more followers. Lol. I have 8 subs on there. That's good. I need to poo. Poo.